Gravy gang! What is going on, guys and gals? It's Pass the Gravy, episode 506 with Alex, Pat, and Bobby Jokes back at it again. I am drinking an energy drink, or I just finished an energy drink before the podcast, and I haven't had an energy drink in a very long time, so I'm kind of excited. I've had 5-hour energies. I'm already talking fast. I've had 5-hour energies, but not just like a straight up energy drink. And I really feel like I didn't bring the can on because no free ads. We don't do that. If you want to advertise on this podcast, I'll drink the fuck out of your energy drink all the time, always up front. Pat, do you have a Southern Star with you? Could you just put that up front? Show everybody.
I do. I happen to be pouring
see, that's what we'll
Texas
do.
Punch right now.
Anybody watching on the YouTube version, just youtube.com, search Pass the Gravy podcast. Yeah, you'll see this great product placement. And if you are a potential advertiser, boom, that could be you every single episode. I'll start making Pat start off with like all of the sponsors. He's just holding them up. And then eventually Robert will have to hold stuff up. And then I'll hold stuff up. And we'll just start holding the sponsors. And that'll be part of your product placement. We're good at that. We're very
I'll
good
hold
at
you.
that. But yeah, I was drinking an energy drink before this, and I really feel like the canned energy drinks are missing. I think Monster did it. No free ads. Bleep that out, please. But that company did it. And when I was in high school, they used to have like the screw-on tops. Why do they not fucking have those still?
Probably because that was just that. They're like, dude, too many children. Like, this is just an easy twist off for a child. We're just gonna get away from that. Also, probably, if you twist it, you're only going to buy. Here's probably the real reason. You're going to buy less if it's a twist top, because you'll drink some of it, put it away, forget about it. If you pop open a top, you got to finish that drink because it can't, like, it's just going to go bad.
Yeah. I guess that probably makes sense. It's like, that's why like the tube or like the hole of the toothpaste container is so big, where they're like, we know you have to buy it this often if you're using this much toothpaste every day. There's some science behind it. That makes sense. But like, I remember when Monster had that, and it was just like reusable almost. That was cool. And like, I didn't feel as cool. I wanted to unscrew a cap, and I just didn't get that energy drink feel I used to have in high school. I was crushing a Monster before going to school. You know, we were so tired being kids.
Dude, you get
shit about tired.
You get the BFC just to look like a badass that you can drink the whole thing. You remember the BFC?
I do not know what you're talking about.
Google,
I was just trying to humor you.
Google the M word BFC. It was that was the name of the can. It stood for big fucking can. I'm pretty sure it was like 56 ounces. Like, it was absurdly big, and I would just pound one of those.
What happened there is I forgot you were doing such a good job not dropping free ads in that I didn't realize you were abbreviating for that brand. It rhymes with
dude. I'm a fucking professional. How many ounces was that can? That thing was it was utterly absurd. What makes it even more absurd looking is when, like, it's the picture where it's got all the different sizes stacked up next to each other.
Yeah. That's just so much sugar, though. Like, it's just a bucket of sugar, basically.
It was 32 ounces, which is ridiculous.
So I already have the energy drink in me. I have the 5-hour energy. Blur that out, Robert, though, and bleep out what I just said too. But I have that ready to go, so I can use that. I take one of those bad boys after each pod to go edit, so I'll be up.
Whatever happened, you did used to be all about the 5 hours. It was like
still am
pre-game ritual.
Still got one. Now I do it after because I'm staying up later doing clips and stuff after. But what I guess there wasn't really a point except that I missed the screw off tops of the old energy drinks. But there's a certain company that also advertises on podcasts that we would love if they advertise on us, but I'm not going to say what their name is either because it's like free ads. But their whole point is like, water in bottles is bad, so water in cans, that's better for the environment. But it's like a fucking pop top can. Like, if you wanted to like show people to like be better for the environment, wouldn't you put the screw on fucking can lid?
No, because then water. They could reuse it,
but that's
and not buy more of them.
But still, it's like you're trying to like help, but by using more aluminum, then you're still using more shit. And it's like, if you can't play that card if you're not having the screw on top. So
I mean, they're not really trying to help.
Water unalive. That's not the way to really save the earth, if you know what I'm saying. I just coded it there.
Yeah, no, they just want to make money. They don't give a fuck about
No, I
the
get
earth.
it. But that is funny, like whenever you see, like, I love that I just bitch. I'm an old man now that just bitches about commercials that I see on TV.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the 3 podcasts in a row now. I'm like, this commercial, I just don't understand what these whippersnappers are up to these days. I just don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
Welcome to the dark side, dude.
They are just trying to just make our money. That's all they're trying to do. Fuck. Speaking of ads that I didn't understand, on the way up to our beer release party on Saturday, I saw a billboard that it said milk hydrates better than water. And I'm pretty sure it was just like a milk advertisement, which is like, I don't know. I always thought it was interesting that like milk advertised as like just milk, not a specific brand of milk. It was like Got Milk, not like Got Borden's. Like Apple's doesn't do that.
Dude, the industry really has
Like
worked together very well.
Big Milk is really like, yeah, they're very coordinated. But how the fuck would milk be better hydrating than water? I don't understand that. Because water's like, they're always like, yeah, like why wouldn't football coaches just make us chug milk? I mean, that seems like I can see why they wouldn't do that. It would be a bad idea.
Be a lot
but like, there's no way, there'd be no way they would hydrate you more because it would make you throw up. You can throw up from water. I'm proving my own just like idiocy.
No, but it's Ron Burgundy said it best. You need hydration when it's hot outside, especially. It's not the only time, but like, and Ron Burgundy said, when it's hot outside, milk is a bad choice. Just not going to quench you. It can't be more hydrating. I'm calling cap on that. I'm calling cap on the milk industry.
So if you say like milk hydrates better than water, the first thing that comes up is gonnaneedmilk.com and then got milk. And it's basically just saying what that billboard said. So it's Big Milk. It's a sponsored placed thing on the search. So obviously Big Milk is in on it. So I don't know what's going on with Big Milk, but let's keep our eyes open because there's something afoot. Something doesn't feel right about this. They're trying to go out like you're going at water. You're going at water. What's next? Air?
Bro, they already owned gotmilk.com. Why the fuck would they also need gonnaneedmilk.com? That's the most redundant shit ever. Everyone knows Got Milk. Gonna Need Milk sounds like it's probably a porn thing.
No, what they might be doing,
pour milk on these bitches,
is maybe America was like really good on their milk game, but now we've come off the milk game a little bit, and they're trying to mama it and make America milk again.
Oh, dude, people have been trying to come at milk for a while now. Like I don't even remember like 7-8 years ago, my mom was trying to start doing some vegan shit. And she was like, well, actually milk is bad for you because no other species drinks other species milk. I'm like, because one, they haven't figured out the fucking pasteurization process and we have. So fuck you, other animals.
Yeah, they don't know how to do machines.
2, our whole goddamn life we've known milk is good for your bones. And now you're trying to tell me, well, no, you need to do almond milk. No, this is just vegan companies trying to come in and fucking steal the market. It's bullshit. Milk is good for you. So actually, I'm back on it. Milk is better than water.
But like, there's no way.
I forgot how much milk has done for me in my life.
Big Milk got to Pat. I think it's actually been the opposite, where milk is going after other companies.
They're attacking water, which is like the most. It's like water and air. Like you don't go after them.
Water ain't going anywhere though. It's literally not going anywhere.
Dude, but why are you attacking it, dude?
They're not attacking. They're just saying, hey,
water's been
come back
like
to milk.
Shit.
Don't forget about all that milk has done for you.
You can't live without water.
Actually, you know what? I know why. I know why milk is lashing out. Where's milk come from? Cows. Where do cows come from? Wisconsin. We're really broken up about Aaron Rodgers right now. Just let us process our fucking pain.
That's a show for Big Milk.
Let us.
I feel like he talked himself into being Team Big Milk right
How much has milk done for you in your life? Bro, chocolate milk? You're just going to turn your back on chocolate milk.
Water has done way more. Keeps me alive every day.
Yeah, dude, you turned your back on milk after you became an adult.
I got a bottle of water right now. I don't have a bottle of milk.
Yeah, you should.
Right now.
You need
4:00 in the afternoon, just crushing a bottle of milk.
I'm actually starting to get mad right now. I'm about to run to my fridge and grab a fucking glass of milk. I'm sure that'll go well with my beer, coffee, and Dr. Pepper.
Mix it all together.
Gross.
Do it.
Like a suicide?
Do it. A real man.
I mean, actually, I realize there's got to be people in there going, yeah, Pat, coffee does go with milk, you fucking idiot.
Right, but all of it together, that's crazy.
I kind of want to put a little bit of this Dr. Pepper in the coffee. Just see how that goes.
What
Get wild
dude,
with
you're
it.
nuts. You're nuts. We're crazy here on Pass the Gravy today, all right? There's just
No
no way.
French
Like
vanilla.
it's big milk and a bunch of propaganda trying to fucking mislead, because like there's no way, like if Gatorade can hydrate more than water, because Gatorade's like built to hydrate more than water. Milk was like water adjacent, you know. They were like, what, we can pull this udder on a cow, like now we got milk. It was like there was water, and then probably not too long after that, you had to have water to have cows drink the water. Then the cows drink the water, you milk the cows, you get milk. Milk didn't come that far after water came, I would assume. So like, why weren't we always just crushing milk when we need a little hydration? It was always water, because water is like what keeps you alive. Milk, no, don't tell me it hydrates more. It doesn't. It's not true. It's fucking a lie. And I'm on to big milk. Everybody just keep your eyes up, because they're up to some shit, and I don't like it. It's not good.
Preach.
What if milk has electrolytes? You don't know that.
It might, but like, it's not better than water. Did you see Idiocracy? Is that what it's called? Remember when they were like, yeah, but they had new water. They got rid of water, and like, what happened to the society? It crumbled. And they were like basically just using Gatorade to do everything. And they're like, no, it's got electrolytes. And it's like, electrolytes doesn't make everything better.
Okay, I looked it up. You want the answer?
Is it
You
from
want to
Big
be
Milk?
angry
Is it
milk?
from gotmilk.com?
No, it's not.
Probably.
Milk was found to be even more hydrating. God, dude, I cannot speak today. More
'Cause you're
hydrating
lying.
than plain water, because it contains the sugar, lactose, some protein, and some fat, all of which help to slow the emptying of fluid from the stomach and keep hydration happening over a longer period of time.
And make you vomit, because it's sitting in your stomach, making you vomit.
No, it's actually holding everything in more because it's
And being
binding.
gross. That's a lie.
I mean, it's definitely not more hydrating if you're lactose intolerant.
Fake news. Put the Trump saying fake news up there. Just fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news.
Just doing your favorite guy there.
You're just doing Big Milk a favor.
Bro, I will fucking shill all day. If you pay me, I'll be a shill. I don't give a fuck. My integrity is very much for sale. And so is yours.
We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot about it during this time that we spent together today, Pat. Thank you for looking at the truth, Robert, and understanding, because this is some bullshit from Big Milk. And just keep those eyes peeled, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Big Milk,
keep
baby.
those eyes peeled. Last thing I had that was not me yelling at Cloud, old man yelling at Cloud about a commercial or ad that he didn't like. We got into that Harry Potter game a while back, and so Emma and I, we watched all the Harry Potter movies, and like, turns out Voldemort's still not a great guy. But I thought of a hypothetical, and I would have led the podcast on Saturday with it, because I thought about it in the car on the way to the brewery. And if Voldemort was real and Hitler was a wizard, who's worse?
Hit wizard is worse.
Voldemort is the Hitler of wizards.
Voldemort would just be a dick. He would just be a fucking asshole. But Hitler killed 9 million people without magic? Imagine what that motherfucker could do with a wand. No more juice, zap. Like that. That's not good. Nobody should have that power.
I mean, it's not as easy as you think. Remember, like, Voldemort wanted to get rid of all non-pure wizards. Like, anybody that was partially Muggle born, like, that's a genocide, buddy.
Hitler was already
super genocide, bud.
Hitler was looking for these powers. He was super into the occult. Like, he wanted to find mysticism and all these like ancient powers and shit. This dude was already looking for it. He was tapped in. If he had that power, we would have been fucked. We would have been fucked.
And Voldemort got taken down by like some like 17-year-olds. So like that's some
Yeah,
weak ass shit.
Hitler took a combined allied force to be taken out.
Well,
Even
actually,
then, even that he did himself.
I was about to say, yeah, the
Allegedly.
real person that killed Hitler was himself in the end. Ironically, he was his own undoing.
Hitler got out of that bunker. He did not die in that bunker.
Don't be that guy.
This isn't even a conspiracy theory. This is all information that has been released from unredacted documents.
He killed himself in the bunker.
Literally, when the Russians turned over the skull from that fucking body, they were like, "This is a woman."
That's just
it was
Indiana
a woman's
Jones.
skull that they would.
Yeah, it was his wife that he just married right before they killed themselves.
We're gonna have to do another conspiracy theory podcast sometime soon, and it's just gonna be me explaining to you how Hitler got away.
Just white guys talking Hitler, that goes over great, I bet.
I mean, we're not talking about how great he was. I mean, yeah, if you want the other side, we can put in a fucking call to Kanye. But I don't think I want to hear that side, okay?
We had some ideas.
We're the ones who are on the right side this time, okay?
Yeah, no, I really think that in the end, it was Voldemort was like, you had magic and a bunch of 17-year-olds took you down, and then Hitler, you took yourself down, bro. So Hitler, more dangerous if he were a wizard and Voldemort was real. I would take Hitler to be the worst guy. Both of them are still bad, though.
Yeah. Like Voldemort would probably only, I mean, this is still bad, but he would just be like the leader of a local like hate group. Like he wouldn't even be national. He's a punk.
Dude. He's kind of a pussy when you really look at it. It's like his whole life, or in the Harry Potter movies, was just fucking trying to fuck up a fucking teenager. And he couldn't do it over and over and over and over again. And then he like got his boys and girls to come fuck up the teenager, and somehow he still couldn't fucking do it. And they were all adults, and they were like, this school isn't fit for raising wizards. And it's like, bitch, they're fucking training guys to fuck you up right now. Like, you guys all went to this school, didn't you? You can't fucking figure this shit out. Fucking Snake Boy, chill out.
I like Snake Boy. That's a good one for him. I'd Snake Boy.
He's just a big emo, bro. Like, we talked about emo of the week. Maybe that'll be our new segment, emo of the week. And it's just somebody that's really up in their feels. Like last week, it would have been Aaron Rodgers being emo of the week. This week, Voldemort.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, he had a weird accent too, but he would just be talking, and then out of nowhere, when he had to say the spell, he would just launch into this way over dramatic bull. Like,
it's
you didn't need to,
Kedavra, bro.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Look, I played the video game. I've cast it a million times at this point, Voldemort. If I'm saying it better than you, get the fuck out of here.
Do you hear this shit in the background?
Is that dog?
My sister's dog just losing its fucking mind in the other room. I gotta deal with this shit every day when I'm trying to sleep.
Well, why don't you go play with them? That's mean. Zoom in just on that part, because we want everybody to see Pat's just yelling at a dog.
Oh, screaming at him. Hey, buddy, shut the fuck
berate
up.
The dog. It's a good boy.
That's not a dog. That is not a dog.
You just said my sister's dog.
It was a slip of the tongue. Dude, you know me. You know how pro dog I am. I've loved every dog I've ever met in my life, except for that fucking dog. I'm ready for it to die every day.
Don't say that.
It's the worst animal in the world.
Cut that part out, Robert.
If you come over to my house, he will attack you.
He would not.
No, he would.
No,
he attacks every guy.
I would never let it.
I challenge you to find one person besides my sister that likes that dog.
I'll go over and I'll love it.
Why haven't you invited us to your house, Pat?
Yeah,
How long
Pat.
have we known you?
First of all, you've never invited me to your place either, bitch.
Great question, Robert.
Apartment. There's no room here.
There's no room in my house. I'm a fucking
You have a
slob,
house,
man.
You have a
backyard.
home.
I'm a slob. Oh, dude, I gotta mow that backyard so
You
bad
never want
right
to have
now.
like a boys' night? We smoke some cigars in the fucking backyard. We can't do that at our house.
No, I
Apartments?
I don't even like the people
We don't have
that live in my
backyards.
house being in my house.
I just thought that's a great point you bring up, Robert. It's a little rude that we've been doing this podcast for how long now?
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking rude, guys. You should know that by now.
Duh. All right. Well, Robert brings up a great point today. What'd you guys bring in? Robert,
Robert's
you would
never
take.
invited me to any of his family parties. He's got like 3 a month.
Yeah, I think there's a reason why I don't want you to my family parties.
Yeah, I can see that too. Although my
But we
mom
fam.
always goes out of her way, like Pat for my wedding let us borrow a dolly from his work and had to go to my mom, like to my parents' house and like meet her up for it. And she's like, Pat is just such a nice young man. And it's just like, that is the weirdest thing I've heard about Pat.
Parents love me, dude.
And my mom was like, Pat's so nice. I'm like, remember the time you like made him leave because I broke a TV watching the Stanley Cup? That was when you met him. And now look at us.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought? But Robert,
Not me.
you would, yeah, right. You would take Voldemort, or you would take Hitler,
Yeah.
Wizard Hitler, worst
Wizard
guy.
Hitler.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
to wrap that up, who else brought something in for the Precome segment today?
I realized that overeating actually can be a good thing. Because as I told you guys before the podcast, I ate way too much for lunch. And literally right before we started, I had to go throw up. And I felt fucking great after that throw up. Vomiting is dope, guys. Vomiting makes you feel good.
I hate the film that you get like on your teeth after it, though. I do agree. Sometimes you feel great after it, but like I hate like that like post vomit like mouth feel you got. You know,
I was like, I can understand mouthfeel, but film on teeth. I think there's something wrong with your fucking stomach acid.
No, it's
dude.
like no, it's just like you can taste that there was vomit in your mouth.
Honestly, I want to go do it again because I felt great after the first one. I was like, I'll feel so good.
Do it on the podcast so we can put a clip up for Nubbies for content.
Actually, I said earlier that I would, but I don't think I have anything to throw up into in here.
Wow, dude.
Just puke hand and then in the pocket. Like the rocker. Dude. Yeah, I know. I like
throwing up tight.
It sucks for like the 8 seconds that you're doing it, but like, oh, it feels good. Really, right now, I just need a burp. I don't want to throw up again. I was kidding, guys. Like, throwing up's not good. You're not going to feel better.
I was about to say, yeah.
But it's not good.
Eating disorders are very serious and should be taken seriously, but like I totally do get like when you go and like you've eaten a bunch of shit and then you've been drinking and you're just full, you're like I gotta get some of this out, and you throw up and you're like I feel so much better. This is what anorexic people do it for, or bulimic people. Like that makes sense. It's just like there's 1,000 Matilda. It's a great way to lose pounds for a show.
It had some high C too, so it's like all red and weird colored.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a trip down memory lane. You're like, ooh, I did. Yeah, you're right. That was the hot dog I ate. Every time there it was. That was the green beer from St. Patty's Day.
If it's red, you're like, oh no, and then you're like, oh wait, I had fruit punch. Okay, I'm not an internal damage.
When was the last time you had fruit punch, Robert?
I couldn't even tell you.
I can't think
either. Well, when I pulled up, they had high C. I was like, sweet, give me orange. And I pulled up. He's like, we don't have any orange. I was like, all right, give me fruit punch.
Ecto Cooler, please.
Bro, if they had Ecto Cooler, I would have had Ecto Cooler. Okay.
That was the one to go with. I can't tell you the last time I had a high C.
Me either. That's why I was just like, fuck yeah.
No, okay. Yeah, never mind. I take back any jokes I was making. I would have done the same thing. If you're confronted with that, you're like, shit, I kind of want to try that.
Dude, it's dope. I mean, like, yeah, it's been a while since you had it. Who doesn't love fruit punch?
I saw a TV show that had like, it was like, I think it might have been Seinfeld, but he was drinking a Tab. So it was like 90s. And I was at the grocery store and I saw a Tab on the fucking shelf. And I was like, I don't want to get a Tab. And I'm like, no, I'm going to regret this immediately. Like, this isn't going to be good. Like, Tab's not a thing still for a reason. I don't talk about Tab because it's fucking shit.
Yeah, Tab was shit. If you were going to go with one of those brands, you had to go RC Cola, man.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't need to be drinking sodas anyways. Just because I saw it on Seinfeld. No, don't buy it just because of that, Alex.
Treat yourself.
Oh, I buy dumb shit online with that, not because I saw it on Seinfeld.
You can buy
to make okay purchases at the grocery store.
You can buy Ecto Cooler online.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh, we can make this.
I think you can find Surge too, which I know defeats the purpose of you not wanting to drink soda. But remember how great Surge was?
Yeah, and they brought that back, right?
Yeah, and then it went away immediately. Like they made a big deal about bringing it back, and then like 2 months later, it was all gone again. I was like, I think they just found a warehouse with a bunch of Surge in it.
All right, so like I'm gonna go buy a bunch of the high C ecto cooler, and then I'll be like, "What's up, guys? I'm on TikTok now. It's Past the Great Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Oh, so what we're gonna be doing today? I found this great idea. I'm gonna mix high C with alcohol, and then we're gonna drink it, fellas. And then you'll be like, what a crazy idea, dude! Oh shit! You just reinvented the wheel, man. Why haven't more people drank like this? And I'll be like, no one ever has before. And then people will be like, this is going to go viral on TikTok. That's like, I feel like such an old man watching TikTok sometimes, like, you fucking idiot. That's how people have always done that. That's not a hack. Hey guys, if you take this air thing, you can spray it on your keyboard and it'll clean it out. I'm like, yeah, man, that's what they made it for. What do you think that was?
A flat taco. It's called a tostada. Like, God damn it.
Tacos. It
Did
really
you see
is.
that one? That one was
really
going viral for a while.
It's Michael Scott thinking he invented the fucking screwdriver when he's like, try this. It's orange juice and vodka. I call it orange vodka juice. And they're like, wow, never heard of that before. It's like, bro, yeah, man, that's been around for a fucking long time, but TikTok doesn't think so. Borgs are the new jungle juices, and we're going to just make they're high C orgs.
Or do vodka and milk. Be super hydrated. Be good for you.
Vodka, milk, and water. The ultimate hydration drink.
Oh, dude, just get rid of the water. Use a pickleback. Pickle juice is the most hydrating juice.
Let's make, we need to make a super hydrated beverage, which is just lots of beverages together. It's like they're all hydrating. Gatorade, milk,
Michelade,
water,
milk, pickle juice, and Gatorade. Michelade.
And then Pedialyte. Pour Pedialyte in that. That's got electrolytes in it. Mix that shit together. I might do that this weekend and be like, fucking RIP hangovers. That'll be my TikTok I do.
You're like, RIP my hangover, and then it just cuts to you vomiting. Like, oh, it was such a bad idea. Michelade.
But that somebody would try it, right? Like they'd be like, I'm running a marathon, here you go. And it's like, we just mixed all this shit together. That's what it is, really.
I mean, I would try it. I would want to try it outside in case I threw up immediately.
The milk's gonna make you throw up. I feel like if you mix everything else together, it wouldn't taste great, but it's like if you had Pedialyte, Gatorade, and water together and pickle juice, like doesn't sound ideal, but like it probably like cancels itself out enough to where you could just like down it.
Dude, honestly, thinking about the milk in that is making me want to throw up right now.
I'm gonna do it
because my stomach is just starting to feel thick, like when you drink too much milk too quickly. I'm still very pro milk, but milk will fuck
That's why
up.
I don't understand how milk is more. It's like you can't just crush milk and get hydrated. You have to
dude, it's a dangerous
game. Sipping milk all day.
How hydrated do you want to be?
I want to be the most hydrated,
dude, and you're gonna have strong bones.
I want to be 100% water,
like the guy from the first X-Men, the senator.
I don't remember
melted away
X-Men, but yeah, that guy.
Bro, cinematic masterpiece.
I feel like we're getting off topic here. Robert, what did you bring in for a Precome segment?
Not much. I went to the Gold Rush, as they kept calling it, at the Astros team store.
You struck gold.
Struck gold. I picked up a hat. My friend wanted me to buy him some jerseys. He lives in Louisiana, so I got him Pena and Alvarez.
That's pretty solid. Didn't want to go. Cool. Didn't want to go Altuve. Didn't want to be a bandwagoner.
I guess not. No, that's what he wanted. He wanted the young ones.
Dude, the Astros just made so fucking much money today. Just like I think it opened at midnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like there were just lines of people. Like on the morning show, people were texting, like they were sending us emails, like, "Yo, we were in line at 7:00. This is me and my kids." I was like, "That's fucking awesome." And people were saying they spent like $1,600 on like World Series stuff.
When was this? This was Monday morning?
No, this like at midnight today, the team store, it was at Union Station.
Why the fuck weren't those kids in school?
Because, bro, championships.
Astro stuff.
Yeah.
And
No,
if your
no,
dad
I'm
took
kidding.
you at
Like,
7 o'clock yesterday, then you were already out of school. So if you got there at midnight, then you got to do your shopping and you were just up late.
I
You still
like,
make it to school.
I thought you meant 7 a.m.
Oh no, 7 yesterday to get in at midnight.
Well, you said they were texting you this morning. This is us at 7.
They were emailing
so.
us this morning on the morning show. We aren't on the air at 7.
But
a.m.
also,
or 7
if it
p.m.,
involves sports, I'm always pro parents pulling children out of school.
How much like gear is too much gear? I remember feeling that way when the Giants won the Super Bowl, because I was like, this is my number one team. Like, how much shit can I buy without it being weird? And I was like, I bought the shirt and I bought the hat, and then I think I bought a hoodie and was like, I think that's too much.
No, it's not.
It's like you don't want to overload, and it's like, oh, this guy just bought all the championship gear because like you look bandwagony after you have a certain amount, but it's like you start to have like the faded fucking cap or some old shit that you got. You got to rock like a Nolan Ryan jersey and the gold hat, and it's like, oh, that guy, he's been with him forever.
It's too much if it's literally every day you're wearing that. Like a hat doesn't count. You can wear a hat every day. It's just your fucking hat. But once it's like every day I wear my Nets jacket, or every day I wear my Mets basketball shorts. If it's every day, or you have a second room of memorabilia, then it's too much. One room, fine, man cave, do whatever you want. If you have a second room for memorabilia, that's way too much.
I guess there are going to be people that are going to get those jerseys like as keepsakes that aren't going to wear them probably. And I bet a lot of players are going to sign those and shit like that. Did you sit in? I saw they had the throne with the 2 trophies. Did you get to sit in that, Robert?
Yeah, at the end they had like an exit, like 2 exits. Like you can exit and leave Union Station, or you can go through here and get a picture. I went through the picture line and then I'm like, I already took a picture with the trophy. I'm good. And so
But
I just left.
not in a royal throne.
Yeah, but it looked like they were taking the picture for you. I'm like, I don't know if I had to pay for that.
Here's the link.
Yeah,
it's like
or to get it. I'm like, I don't want to deal with all that.
No, I
It's
get
a
that.
fly
You're
that's
right.
been buzzing around, driving me nuts, and I just hit motherfucker's back. Sorry.
I'll
This is gonna be a
Photoshop
battle.
you in that. Somebody Photoshop Robert sitting in the throne, and we'll just be like, wow, great picture, Robert.
Sounds like a plan to me.
But yeah, dude, people they're making some bank on that. I guess I don't know. I feel like the jerseys are pretty sick though. They don't really do that in any other sport. Like, how sick would that be if like the Chiefs opened up the NFL season, they had like gold numbers on their jersey?
That would actually be super sick.
I think sometimes they put the patches on there maybe for like that opening game.
Yeah, I don't think I had seen a gold jersey in person. So like when I saw them in person, I'm like, oh, these look pretty cool actually.
They did it for the first one though, didn't they? They played that first game back.
Yeah,
and
I think
they were
so.
wearing it's just got the new patch on it. But I always think like soccer, a lot of the people that shit on soccer, like they do some cool shit where like I like in like the MLS, if you've won a championship, you get a star above your logo on the jersey. So like the Dynamo have 2 stars on there, and it's kind of like, fuck you if you haven't got a star yet. The NBA, you have like a little gold strip on the back of the jersey, and it'll have like the number of titles that the team's won. But like in soccer, like if you win the Champions League, the whole next season, like you have like the gold Champions League like logo that you get to put on your shirt. And it's like when somebody has the Walter Payton logo on their shirt, if they win the Man of the Year, they get to fucking just have that on their jersey forever. Like you just get to rock with that until you're not the Champions League winners and shit like that. And it's like, you should be able to have that like patch. They should have the patch all year. Maybe not the golds all year. They should have the fucking patches, and the golds should just be like in the rotation of like, we're going to do that once a month, just to remind you.
I don't like having a patch for the previous championship all year.
No, you're the reigning champs though. Fucking walk around with
But
your
are
dick
you?
out, bro.
Are
Yeah,
you?
did you win the most recent title? Yes, you are the reigning champion.
I don't
Until
like
someone else
Abreu?
is the champion.
Did
you are.
Abreu? Did Abreu win it?
But his team did.
See, that's the thing. You got guys who aren't, and also holding on to lads. I don't know, like wear the patch for like the first series, yeah, but like not all year long. Because you know
I
what?
think it'd be cool.
By June, we're not champions anymore. We're well into the next season. It's the next season.
Well, you're still champions.
I think what I don't like is that they only wear the gold jerseys for the first 2 games. They don't even do it for like the first series.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, like
It's
just
like
do
a
it for
Sunday.
Do you want to know why? Always think in terms of how can they make more money off of it. That third series, people show up to the ballpark. They want to buy the jerseys that the team's wearing that day. So they're going to sell more jerseys like that immediately again. Go, you bought all your golds the first 2 games, get the other ones. We added an extra stripe on the wrist or
Are they doing Space City again
shoulder.
this year?
I don't know.
They've got to. Those jerseys are too good not to. You don't just.
It was
throw
weird
those
because
away.
I felt like last year, like the city jerseys came out in the middle of the season. It was like Arizona's came out like with like I felt like a month left in the season. Like, hey, check out these desert uniforms. Just why now?
Did they get every team?
Not every team, only some of them. Like the Padres had those weird, like fucking pink and yellow and neon blue ones.
So I think that's it. I think it's either over this year or last year and this year, or maybe even another year after that. They're going to keep rolling out cities for every single team so that they can just keep selling these fucking City Connect jerseys.
Also, I hadn't thought about it because I think baseball hasn't done advertising patches, but like now when you buy replica jerseys, are they going to have the like advertising patch like Astros are doing Oxy?
They probably will. I know that the NBA jerseys do. NBA jerseys do. If you buy the authentic one, maybe not the replicas.
Oh, yeah, maybe authentic, but other like if it's a replica, they're like, I don't. Well, it just depends on if that's in the contract, I guess. Because I think the team wouldn't want it because guess what? Next year they may not have that sponsor.
Yeah,
like I showed you guys before the pod. I saw there was like a Cal Ripken jersey on sale. And I went and I bought one, and like I could either buy that one or I could spend a little bit more and get like the authentic, like newer looking throwback one that they use. I just went with like that mesh jersey shit like that they used to wear back in the day. But like if you got the new like authentic replica, whatever it is, it had the Nike logo on it, and that was like really like the determining point where I was like, fuck that. I don't like that's not. He didn't wear a fucking Nike logo on him. Because like it's like when you buy soccer jerseys and they have advertised on it. This is a weird conversation. I promise we'll end it soon to the people that don't give a fuck about jerseys. I could talk about fucking jerseys forever, but like with like if you like buy like a West Ham jersey, they have their sponsor on it, and if they change sponsors, then you look like a fucking idiot with the old sponsor on your jersey, and it's like that's gonna be. But it sells more jerseys because people are like, well, I don't want the old sponsor, or there are groups of people that do that. So baseball's always gonna be like, well, let's shift the sponsor, let's keep it going. I gotta buy the new one. Now we got fucking Pass the Gravy sponsoring us.
I mean, they got to make the most money that they can to just keep paying all of our guys.
Yeah, I hope they don't sell jerseys with the sponsor logo on it. That would.
But like, if you're the sponsor, are you not like? Is that not going to be a requirement? They'll be like, we're paying you all this fucking money, and all the jerseys they better be on there.
Well, maybe that's it. They're like,
hey, requirement from some of the sponsors, like you have to have it out there.
You can be our sponsor, but if you want it on our like jersey sales on those ones, it's an extra 10% on your contract, what you're paying. And Robert, think about it. If they do that, then that can help us sign Tucker long term.
But I'm just thinking of the like, well, maybe I should get a jersey. I didn't buy a jersey but like I wouldn't want a jersey with the sponsor patch on it.
If it helps us get Tucker, I'll buy fucking 2. Tucker's going to be an MVP in the next 4 years.
Realistically, you're not buying any though.
But if you told me right now, if I buy 2 jerseys, if I buy 2 jerseys, Kyle Tucker stays, I'll fucking buy 2 jerseys.
But I bet you still wouldn't really though.
If it guaranteed Kyle Tucker staying, I would. I'd buy the expensive motherfucking jerseys.
I'm looking online right now. If y'all will help me, Phil, I'm trying to find out the Rockets jerseys.
I mean, hell, Alex owes me a fucking jersey. I could just pivot it from fucking football.
I could just do that.
I know I'm not going to. I gotta see what we do in the draft, man. I want a pack.
Okay,
I need a new Packers jersey.
Rockets jerseys on the store do not have the sponsor on it. And the Astros jerseys in the store do not either. I don't know if that means that they like don't add them later or whatever. I don't know. Nobody else cares, but jerseys, fucking wild, right? And it makes me just more jealous that the Yankees fucking couldn't get shit done in the playoffs because the gold jerseys are
fat right now.
Wouldn't it be cool though if they could wear fucking like gold instead of the white? Like that would be sick. Go all out gold.
Why not? Even for like maybe the first month. First month even feels long.
If they really wanted to just like have like all of Houston just jerk off because like the jerseys were so hot. Like they should do the rainbow unis, like the old school rainbow unis.
Golden rainbows.
One stripe of gold. Just one single stripe of gold.
Or no, the rainbow was but in between, like on the edge of each stripe is a like it is a golden stripe in between all the rainbows.
I just think it'd be cool if just like the top yellow one was just gold. And it's just
That
like
probably-
a subtle
that
little
probably
like,
would be
fuck
cooler.
you, we're the champs. And then you could wear that. Like that wouldn't be weird to wear. I mean, that would be a lot, but these jerseys are sick. Jersey's cool. And sorry, we talked about jerseys for 40 minutes.
Wait, I got one more thing. I just looked up an article from April 1st, 2022 that said team stores, specifically from MLB, said team stores will sell authentic jerseys with sponsored patches at the ballpark. Replica jerseys sold by the retailers will come without them.
Okay, so ballpark, yes. Not ballpark, no.
Well, this is still like new territory for them. I bet you in the next couple of years that gets changed to where the replica jerseys will also be required to have them. Because if you're a sponsor and you're paying that much money, like what is the Astros? I think it's Oxy this year. Which bleep that out, please. No free ads. But like if they if they
were
see
being
that
sponsored
like,
by pills.
we don't just want that shit. Like we don't just want that on the authentic jerseys. Cause like who's gonna buy you mean if I spend less, I don't get the sponsor patch? But the more money I spend, I have to get a sponsor patch. People are gonna just spend less, and the team's gonna be like, "You're right. Let's fucking just put it on all of them. They'll have to buy the authentic." Because like the replica jerseys are cool, but there's nothing cooler than when you have the fucking stitching on there. Those are fucking legit. They might ask me to suit up today. They saw me. They may ask me to go down there. I look like I could play for them. It's like you're fucking popping all the buttons, Alex. But still, like it looks legit.
You got winded walking up the stairs to get nachos. Like I don't think they're gonna call
You're
you
on
to
your
play center
seventh
field.
beer.
Yeah, it's not gonna get hurt when I get hit by a ball.
I'm just saying, I look like I play a part, man. How time goes down, I could step out there.
I'll crowd the play. I'll lean into the pitch for the boys. I'll
I'm a
take
sure
one
guy.
right to the ribs.
I'm a sure guy. I could play second base, put out 2V jersey on me. It's fine.
I might piss myself if somebody threw me a major league slider. It just starts at my face.
I would just
breaks
run
to
away.
the outside
Yeah,
part of the plate.
I'd just run away.
Yeah, that'd be really funny. You're just in the box, fucked up. You just start laughing like, "Oh, this isn't gonna go well." But
Don't forget, everybody hit up the Sugarland Space Cowboys. Tell them to let us have a pass the gravy day at the ballpark. 9 dogs, 9 beers challenge. We're gonna do it, and then make them let us throw the first pitch out. Just keep spamming them on Twitter. Sugarland Skeeters or Sugarland
Skeet.
Space Cowboys. Space.
Oh,
Cowboys.
that's right.
Fucking change that name. Skeeters was such a cool name. Space Cowboys. I have a weird thing with like the Cowboys, you know.
Yeah, like it's
the
an
Cowboys.
all right
I kind of.
name.
It's like when you want to punch somebody. Like I just have that natural reaction where it's like the Space Cowboys. I'm still like, oh no, not those Cowboys, not the Dallas Cowboys. Like the Oklahoma State Cowboys. I'm like, they're cool, whatever. They're
But
fine.
it's also the thing. It's 2 names. It's 2 words. It's too much. Just 1 word.
Sugarland Skeeters. Like Skeeters was fucking funny.
And people didn't really make fun of it that much. Like when it first was announced, like, "Oh, it's skeet." But that
But you could yell skeet at a game, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that was. I mean,
Saw the Bananas played at Constellation Field where the Space Cowboys played. They played this weekend, and a lot of people went, and it seemed like it was a good time.
damn, that was this weekend.
Like it was like I think they had like 2 sold out games, so that was cool.
Dude, they're a fucking phenomenon. I love
Are you
those
just an
guys.
actor?
No, you're a ball player, but they're just like, dude, fuck it.
It's like their own league.
We're gonna have
so,
fun.
Yeah, I just like.
And
Do
they play
you think
weird
any of those guys
rules.
go into the minors?
Occasionally, yeah. I think 2 of them got drafted last year.
And they're like, well, this guy is really good at pitching on stilts, so we think we
It's
might
not-
have our
dude,
middle reliever.
It's still real baseball. They just throw some wacky rules in there from time to time. They're going to do some dances, but it's like there's no. Apparently, I think I read it, there's no walks. It's like we're either just going to restart the count or you're going to strike out, but we're going until some action happens. That's pretty fucking cool.
If a fan
if you
catches
hit
a foul ball, you're out.
It's an out. It's wild.
That's pretty cool. I think like baseball, I know that they were trying to get it shorter and that's not working. Although I did see that they made some pitch clock adjustments. The batter has to be like, all right, you're good to go. Like when he steps back in the box, and like if a pitcher's covering a base, then like they wait to start it until the pitcher's like made a move back or whatever. So like y'all were right on saying they were going to definitely make some adjustments to it. But like it'd be awesome if like you got one at bat a game that you had to be like, nope, that's a stilts at bat. and like the pitcher had to face one batter that the opposing team got to pick. Like imagine like you don't use that at all, and like fucking there's a World Baseball situation like last night where it's Ohtani against Mike Trout, and they're like, nope, haven't used it yet. Ohtani's got to be on stilts. So we're like, fuck. How do we not think about this? Sure prepared for this. And then you just got guys warming up with fucking stilt pitches, trying to figure it out. Bananas could change the game. You want kids to watch? They were selling out ball games, all right?
They get one metal bat at bat.
Oh, that would be so cool.
A ninth inning, Jordan's up. Metal bat. Jordan could just miss this completely. Hit it off the end of the fucking bat, the literal like tip of the bat, and it's still going 420.
Metal bat, but it can only count if it goes out of the stadium.
Well, no, because then there'd only be certain stadiums where you could even use it.
That'd be a great home run derby to watch, though. Just a metal bat.
What if it's in a dome?
No, I know, but like that's what it wouldn't work. But like in theory, that would be a fucking awesome rule. It's like, no, you get a metal bat, but like unless that leaves the fucking ballpark, bro. And it's like Jordan, it would leave the ballpark every time.
That would be a lot of fun for righties at Minute Maid. Like a leave the ballpark batting like home run derby. That'd be sick to watch.
Fuck, that'd be awesome. Like they should do that in San Francisco. Just have a home run derby, a metal bat, a home run derby, and like anything that doesn't go to the cove doesn't count.
Yeah,
you get one home run point for the bet. It's got to go in the water.
The lefty tournament is in San Francisco. The righty tournament's in Houston.
Yeah, it's like nice. Unfortunately, that didn't make it out of the park. So fuck you.
Sorry, you only landed that on the train tracks.
That was only 500 feet.
There's a wacky rule. Like if it bounces and stays on the train tracks, it doesn't count. But if it bounces and goes over the train tracks, it does count. It left the stadium.
It has to pass the train. All right, we're just rambling, and I apologize to people that don't care about what we're rambling about. But it's this podcast. That's what you guys get. I had somebody that emailed me that listened. It was his first time listening. He listens to the morning show every day, but was like, I listened to Alex's podcast. Didn't expect much. It's pretty entertaining. I was like, good, because we kind of ramble a lot. So
I thought you were going to say didn't expect much, didn't deliver much.
You could say that about us sometimes, I feel like. But we love you guys. We appreciate you guys watching and listening. If you're watching us, go and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. If you're listening to us, go subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com, search Past Grade Podcast. Let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment, where we tell you guys what's back in the news. According to us, it's brought to you by littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. If you're looking for a gift to give to somebody in the office, this is the perfect place to go. A gift to give to anybody, really. They got custom keychains. I know there's a certain T Swift that's on a tour right now. There may be some T Swift themed keychains, although legally just inspired keychains, we could say that. You can go check that out. littlemshop.com. If you go into the Ego tour, what is it called? I don't know the tour name, but it's a big tour name, and it's Era Tour. The Era Tour. Go do that. And then also grab some of the best air fresheners. You can get the best air fresheners. You're driving around with those little fucking baby back bitch, little fucking green trees. Throw those down. Don't do that. Get you a little air freshener. They look dope. They smell even better. littlemshop.com. You spend $10 or more, you're going to get free shipping on your order. And if you use our promo code PTG69, you're going to get 10% off your order. So go get 10% off and free shipping. You spend $10 or more at littlemshop.com. You get a couple of air fresheners, get you a nice little keychain. You got stickers, they got t-shirts, they got all kinds of stuff up there. littlemshop.com. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. The official sponsor of the Comeback Kids segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right. Our first Comeback Kid this week is beer, because our beer was fucking dope, Pat. Darling Like a Marlin 3, Return of the Marlin, a black IPA.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It slapped. It slapped, bro.
Dude, I would have had 20 of them if I wasn't trying to be responsible. So I responsibly only had like 6 of them, and then like some other beers. Don't worry about that. I think
I had 100 of them. I had a lot. I Ubered home.
So you did. Good. You were having a real good time.
I was feeling great. And they were IPAs. They were higher alcohol content. And yeah, I crushed some of those. But that was awesome. Shout out to Southern Star, Keith, Dave. We got to hang out. Dave, the founder of Southern Star, up there. Keith was up there. Angel up in the tap room. Everybody up there, Shayna and all you guys working there. We appreciate everybody that was helping us out. Like just being like pass the gravy. They're like, oh, what's up? Like we really do say like their family up there. And that was what it felt like when we were up there. Everybody that came out to hang, it was awesome. And I was telling Robert before, because Robert had a family obligation he had to go to, but like he was like, how did it go? I was like, dude, like we normally do the podcast out there, and like so we're like, we get there, we got to set up, we got to prep for the podcast, get everything ready to go, get in podcast mode, and it was awesome. Like we didn't do that this week or this year, so like we just showed up and just drank with everybody, and I was like, that was way more fun. Like we didn't have to do the work part. It just was like a party, and maybe we do that in the future. I like doing the podcasts out there, but like maybe we just do those on like the 100th episodes and shit like that, and the Christmas episodes, and then we'll do the occasional ones. But like I don't know. I also thought of next year's already. Like I felt like we didn't come up with a name until very late in the game this year. For next year's, did a little research for this, but hear me out. Pass the Gravies, Darling Like a Marlin 4. Olympic beer, because the Olympics are next year, 2024 Olympics, Summer Olympics. Maybe we put it out in the summer. Olympic beer, Olympic year, and then it's also, we'll put like, don't forget to pay your taxes as like a little like tagline at the end, because then that'll also remind people to pay their taxes, because it is an Olympic year and you have to pay taxes next year.
What if we talk to them, see if they can do some, remember when they had that golden Bach or whatever it was called?
Ooh,
what if we have them
like
make a gold and call it the Olympic gold?
Because I like Olympic beer.
Could they
It
use
sounds like year.
the word? Or is that trademarked?
That's not for me to figure out, Robert.
Podium Pale Ale.
I'm coming up with names, and I'm not looking up the legal ramifications for any of this. I do know we got flagged for Electric Boogaloo, but we still, like, I think if it's not marketed in stores, it's like, this is just a brew.
You know what? You probably can, because think about it. When anybody talks about the Super
Office
Bowl,
Olympics,
they're not allowed
like,
to say the Super Bowl, but you can still say Olympics without being sued.
Yeah.
You know, like everywhere they have to be like, oh, it's the big game, because NFL owns the rights to the term fucking Super Bowl, which is ridiculous. But yeah, we could probably say Olympic. We call it the Olympic gold. Or Olympic bronze ale. Bronze ales are a thing, right?
In the
Pushing
public
podium
domain, words such as, like, their symbols, Olympic Games, but just saying Olympic, because there is Olympic stadiums and other stuff like that. That is somewhat in the public domain, I believe. So just saying Olympic beer. But like, we could also worst case scenario, podium ale. That'd be cool. But like, it would be pretty great if like it was just like worst case scenario, it's gold medal lager or something like that. And
or
we can also make it sound like
them,
it won an award.
Bro, no, yeah, I was gonna say we just call it
like a Marlin gold medal winning lager, and it's like you didn't win anything. Like, but that's the name of the beer.
We call it for like first place stout. Yeah, I won first place. Where? Everywhere.
But Alex O pointed out, like,
it's the best.
Name a podcast that's got 3 beers.
Can't.
Pass the gravy.
Oh, I can name one. Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, thanks to everybody that came out and supported. It was awesome. It was a great turnout, and I can't wait until, fingers crossed, next year that they if they let us do another one. But go up there. It's still available at the brewery for a limited time, until they're out of what they made. It's still available. It's a black IPA. It's fucking dope. Even if you're not an IPA guy or gal, I'm not, and was fucking crushing those, and they were awesome. And then they got Echo and Conroe back out there too, their Mexican lager, which was awesome. But happy 15th anniversary to Southern Star as well. There's cake and stuff up there. It was awesome, and we had a good time. Time by all. Cookies, especially cookies.
Shout out Brett for putting on that 50-50 raffle.
Brett did. I again spent a lot of money on it, and again did not win. So 04 lifetime on.
Who won it? Ashley, right?
Ashley did, yeah.
And shout out Ashley. She just gave the money right back.
She did. I also may or may not have kept advertising that if I won, I was going to give it back to the charity to try and give myself good karma to win. I was just like, big. I mean, I know that I haven't won yet, but if I were to win, I would give it back to the charity. And I kept letting everybody that was putting a donation in know that that's what I would do if I won. And so I think I may or may not have guilted Ashley into donating all back to charity. But that's, hey, it's for charity, right? Great. Then like it's like she double donated. It's like, oh wow, even bigger of Ashley to do that and not brag about it like I did or would have done.
You would have.
I would have.
You would have been loud about it.
Pat, can you film this? Oh, no big deal. Just me putting money back into the basket that I won. Just my winning money. Big of me. Your move, Red Cross. Just tag UNICEF. What now? You're up next. All right. Moving on. Next comeback kid we got this week is spring, because spring is here and everybody's talking about like, oh, hey, it's already spring. How about that? How about spring? Like, I don't really know what to go with that. I feel like it 100 times this week. It's the start of spring. Wow, it's already spring. Spring is here. Spring has sprung. Emma's springing across our living room floor as I say that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with that, but spring's back. So that's a comeback kid. And then they say spring flowers bring May showers. So don't forget about that. Don't forget about that, guys. And then last but not least is Hush Money, because that was hot in the streets this week. And because of that, we are going to, we'll get to that in a second, but our mock draft is based off of Hush Money. Donald Trump was supposedly, not to get political, but Donald Trump was supposed to be getting arrested. It was reported he was going to be arrested on Tuesday this week. Yesterday as we were recording this, and they had barriers out and all kinds of barricades out, and there's going to be a whole thing, and they're like, oh, he's going to be indicted and then he's going to be arrested for giving hush money to Stormy Daniels. I don't know. I didn't look too much into it. I just knew it was hush money, Stormy Daniels arrested, Trump barricades. Okay. And then everybody was just like hashtag Trump arrested was trending all day yesterday. And then AI got some pictures out there. Somebody just made an AI software like, hey, Donald Trump getting arrested. And then it's like Donald Trump fighting with cops and shit. And
the one of him trying to run away from them was my favorite.
Yeah, they're pretty great. I saw them and was just like, it'd be funny. I was in a meeting. This is crazy. Bet the news is lit right now. And everybody wanted to tell me that it was, those are AI, bro. I was like, I know, man.
I've already started to see compilations of all the people trying to like dance on it. Like, you guys are going to look so stupid when this happens Tuesday. And then like, they were like, all right, well, the grand jury they adjourned for the day. They're going to come back Wednesday and it's going to happen Wednesday. And they're like, it's happening Wednesday. Now you're going to look, and it's already like, you know, it's not going to happen. They're not going to arrest him. So people are just already compiling all these tweets of everybody. Like, I just don't think rich people ever get held accountable. So that's why I say,
fair to say.
It's me saying he's not going to get arrested is not a political thing at all. I just don't think people of that level are held to the laws.
Right. And again, we're not getting political because we're too dumb to know what any of this is. It was just hot in the streets. And so my dumb ass was like, I'm going to get in on this. And so that's us interacting on it. A couple things from the whole thing is hush money just sounds fucking cool. Doesn't it?
Did you have so much money you can pay hush money?
Just hush money? Like,
you're
that's
telling
fucking
people just
sick.
to shut the fuck up? Like, dude, that's my dream. If I could just walk down the street and somebody's being annoying, I'm like, here's $1,000. Shut the fuck up.
That's fuck you money. That's fuck you money. Hush money is fuck you money. No, that's
specifically hush money, though. When it's to shut up, it's hush money.
Yeah.
It's all like, fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you, shut up. Here's hush money. Two, I don't know. Again, not a scientist. Didn't read too much into this. Just saw Stormy Daniels. Trump paid her hush money. I think that had been reported like when he was running for president. So I don't know why now we're getting to it. Again, not trying to get political, but also I feel like if you took hush money and then you tell other people about you getting the hush money, you should have to absolutely pay the hush money back, even if it's illegal to accept or pay hush money. I know that it's very frowned upon and there's bad instances and when people are paid hush money, but it's like, you took the hush money. You can't tell people about it and then keep the money. And like, well, it's illegal what he did. It's like, but you took the hush money, so you got to pay that back at least. And
here's the thing, though: no honor among thieves, man. Like, if you're paying someone hush money to shut up about some dirt that you did, you can't be surprised when they're like, "Thanks for the money. I'm telling everyone." Like, dude, you did the dirt. You gave me the money already. It was illegal for you to give me the money. It's my money. What are you going to do? Sue me for the illegal activity that you did?
But it's illegal to take the money too. So you should be, you could be arrested for taking hush money, right?
I'd fucking lie. I'd be like, that's not what the money was for. The money was a gift. I beat him in a game. I beat him in a game of heads or tails. That's why he had to give me $10,000.
It was a game of chance.
It was on the golf course. I beat him on the golf course.
We're playing skins. I don't know what skins is, but I know they play it on golf courses.
Yeah.
Bless you, Emma.
Skins is a thing.
I don't know if you heard she sneezed.
I did.
Everybody, please say bless you to Emma.
No, I'm just gonna text her.
Please say bless you.
Okay. Well, it'll mean more if I text her.
Gonna text you. Robert refuses to say bless you, so just know that's where everybody stands with you right now, Emma. I can hear you. She thinks I can hear. I have ears. I hear things. But yeah, hush money is just like a fucking cool sounding thing. Obviously, it's used to cover up a bunch of terrible shit that is done. Robert texted you. She's saying thanks, guys.
Hush money is cool because it means you do so much illegal shit that you don't even care about leaving as literal. Well, I mean, as long as you count money as a paper trail. It'd be like, I'll leave a paper trail of how much illegal shit I'm doing to stop you from telling about the illegal shit I'm doing.
And it also seems like hush money is when you've done so much crazy shit that you forget about the crazy shit you've done in other instances. And then like when those chickens come to roost or whatever it is, what is the phrase? I don't know. When they come calling, that you're like, oh fuck, what if I just gave you a lot of money and you didn't talk about it anymore? Like that's just like the go-to of a lot of rich people. I would have, how much money? Here, you tell me. And it's like, that's fucked up, but it's like, that's kind of cool that, like, to have the amount of money. I sound like a terrible person saying like it sounds cool, but it's like, hush money sounds cool.
What's the point of having a fuck ton of money if it's not to cover your own ass for shit?
I don't want to look bad and be rich.
Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think I would really do a lot of illegal, like no more illegal shit than what I do right now if I was super rich. But I bet there would be some more illegal stuff that I do.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I would have a bunch of weed on me at all times because I'd be like, what are you going to do? Hit me with a fucking fine? I've got a money. A fine means nothing to me.
Or and also you could be like, I got a fucking yacht. Shit. International waters. Rules don't apply here.
But you got to do it smart. Like if you're going to do, if you're going to be doing dirty shit, do like tax shit. Like shit that'll send you to white collar prison if you got to go to prison.
Just write it off. Buy an aircraft carrier and write it off.
Yeah. But like, or you pay someone off so you don't go to jail. That's the point of having money, to fuck around with it. I mean, we've seen people with enough money get their dumbass kid off for getting drunk and driving and hitting people and killing them. And the defense was, well, he just had too much money growing up. He doesn't understand. And the judge was like, yeah, I buy that. Like if that kid can get off, I mean, that's what money is for.
Yeah. Did you know that if you were famous, you could kill your wife and there's no such thing as 35 to life as long as you got the cash to pay for Cochran? Good Charlotte taught me that.
Oh, I was trying to remember where that fucking line was from. That was a great song.
Lifestyle's the Rich and
Lifestyle the Rich and Famous.
You should check it out, Robert.
Spot the lie.
Check it out.
You won't.
You won't.
Spot a lie.
Well, you would never.
He will check it out.
No, check it out. I've heard of the song before.
I'll never check it out.
Yeah.
You lying.
Yeah. I mean,
that's just like all the movies you've seen.
I mean, that being said, by the time people are listening to this, Trump might have been arrested. Who fucking knows?
I don't know, man. I don't really care. It's just even if it was over hush money, and I was like, how do you get arrested over hush money like 45 years after it happened? Like, I don't know. I don't fucking know, man.
Even if he does get arrested, he's not going to jail for that. Like, it's just he's too rich.
It's one of those things though, where like, and like again, not taking either side, but like Trump hadn't been in the news in a little bit, at least like that I had been monitoring. And then it was like, this was just a whole Trump day on Twitter. And I was like, fuck, man, like that was a wild time, wasn't it? Like, remember, like when it was just like every day, like what are we talking about or memeing Trump about right now? And it was like, fuck, I kind of missed that for a second. And like you got a little taste of it. You're like, remember how cool that was for a second? And then we were like, all right, we ran it into the ground. But it was like you got a little taste of it again. And it was kind of like, I like that it was a 1 day thing. Let's not keep doing it. But like it was, oh fuck yeah, dude. Trump Twitter days were pretty nuts.
I mean, in all reality, he never did leave the news. You just don't like follow politics.
No,
like,
I know there's people that like, right.
But the number, like the amount of Trump was way down.
Right.
And then they're just like, well, let's bring him back. Like, what? No, stop it.
You just let it go, guys. That guy's gonna do. Never know what guy's gonna do.
Can we just go back to the days where all of our politicians blatantly lie to our face and we're just like, yeah.
Don't worry. Next year when I can run, I'm gonna turn these things around, okay? I'm gonna turn these things around. And then we'll have darn like a Marlin 5 presidential beer. And then that'll be like they can do it from the White House. I'll have it on tap.
Dude, we'll declare the Southern Star property a national park.
Fuck yeah. That's tax-free, guys.
And give them a 200-year lease on the land for
just do all kinds of weird shit that I didn't know. Like what are the land things we can do with them? Let's make it the thing.
We'll get impeached fast because we're just like, oh yeah, Alex is just abusing his power. That's why we got him there.
Like, why'd you think I wanted this job? So I could do just that.
You're gonna propose a law where legally, anytime somebody says Cowboys, they have to follow it up with
legally, any team that ever beats the Giants has to forfeit that win immediately. And the Cowboys have to play the Giants every game all season.
No, dude, we don't want that because then they get the number 1 overall pick every year.
Fuck, you're right. Okay, so we split the Cowboys and Eagles games.
We make a law that the Cowboys have to re-sign Dak on a 10-year deal, and he has to play. He has
every
to be
year. It's got to be a new
years.
10-year deal for double what it was worth the last year. Yeah, no, we would get impeached really quick. We'd be impeached really quick. But hush money sounds cool. Getting arrested for hush money, just probably not cool, but sounded cool. So I thought we're doing mock draft season right now. What if we did a mock draft of the coolest things to get arrested for? This is all fucking obviously like depends on who you are, but I thought this could kind of go a whole variety of different ways. Mock draft of stuff that or the coolest stuff to get arrested for. Last week, I'm not looking at the numbers, Pat. Tell me the numbers from last week. I know I won.
Yeah, Alex activated his burners and had 47%. No, it's Maradona. Maradona won it for you.
I think it was Maradona and Tyson back to back. We're just
that
was the size.
You had 47%. I had 29, and Robert had 24.
All right, that was my first solo win of the season. On the season, Pat has 2 wins, and Robert and I are tied for second with 1.5 because 2 weeks ago we tied. So that will just fuck one of us over at some point, most likely. Because like Pat would win specifically because we couldn't neither one of us could seal the deal, which is funny right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. I did a dumbass draft on purpose, tried to throw it, and I still fucked you guys over somehow because you just split the rest of the votes.
You didn't fuck it over enough because somebody voted for you at least. So we're gonna draft this week in reverse order of last week's finish. Robert got last, so Robert will go first. Then it will be Pat. Then it will be me. It's a snake draft, so it goes Robert, Pat, me, Pat, Robert, Pat, me, Pat, Robert. The mock draft of coolest things to get arrested for, fellas. Robert, why don't you start us off?
This one is a tough one for me because I don't feel like I have a mind like you guys do when it comes to
this was so tough, but there were a lot of options.
Yeah. But I think people always like focus on this and like, oh, if that's happening on the TV, I want to watch that. I'm going to go with the high-speed chase.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's good. Robert is in favor of murdering women. That's good.
What?
High-speed chase. I mean, OJ.
Oh, well, that was not really a high-speed chase.
That's true. That's true. That one was okay. So that was not high speed.
There were alleged murders that he was acquitted of.
Yeah, that's good though. I like high speed chase.
Right. Pat, on to you.
I mean, this was my 1-1. I thought it was a clear 1-1. Espionage. Get arrested for some spy shit? That's the coolest shit you could be. I'm fucking James Bond, dude. Technically,
That
actually,
is-
I'd be Felix
fuck,
because he
I
was
didn't
the
have that.
American, but
I didn't
yeah,
have that
dude,
at all.
espionage. That's some cool ass shit to get arrested for.
Okay. I am gonna go with a specific instance, pissing on the Alamo. Ozzy Osbourne did that, and like that was just like that's fucking cool. I go like if I'm not allowed to do that, just public urination is just great anyways, because it's just a guy being a dude, man. Guy had to pee. Not an ideal spot, but sometimes you gotta go, you know. Peeing on the Alamo though, Ozzy Osbourne got banned from San Antonio, wasn't he?
Yeah, 10-year ban from San Antonio, or at least that was the
Fucking-
rumor. I think it was real, but I'm not 100%.
So I got that as my one. Number two. Just I don't know. Fast and Furious got me thinking this, and it's slightly different than Roberts, but street racing. Just fucking street racing like they did. Vin Diesel and the boys getting the gang together, Tokyo drifting out in the streets. Like that seemed pretty badass, right? Like they made 95 movies about it. That's pretty cool looking, right? So street racing and pissing on the Alamo. That's what I got.
That's good. That's good. Let's see. What's the next one down here? God. All right. I'm going to go. Fuck it. I'm going to go with underage drinking. Because there's really no, like, you got to pay a fine. Other than that, there's no consequences. You're just like, yeah, dude, Marcy's party last weekend. Fucking cops got me.
And you look cool. Yeah, like, yeah, I got arrested. Took me downtown.
I mean, I never did it because I was good at running away.
I did have drinking in high school. Because cross that one off the list.
It's just, you know, part of it too, it's so much fun doing it back then. Anything you're not supposed to do, it's fun to do.
Robert, you got two here.
I got two here. I'm gonna go with breaking into the Astrodome.
Ooh, it's a good one. It's a good one.
I think that's something that
So like trespassing.
But no, but specifically breaking into a stadium. That's cool.
We'll say breaking into the Astrodome. We can do that. I'll allow that.
All right. I don't know how to word this one. This one's kind of wordy, but essentially it's just Robin Hood. Like if you steal from a big company and then give that money back to people.
Socialism. You want to take from people and give it to other people that it didn't belong to.
You remember? Did you watch the first?
Embezzling.
You want to get arrested for socialism.
Not embezzling. Did you watch the first Ant-Man? That's what his character was in jail for.
Yeah. No. His character was in jail for exposing the illegal activities that his company was doing. He broke in and stole property from them that would have exposed them and did, but he got arrested for stealing the property.
He gave the money back too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did he? Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay. So what? It's stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's a good one.
All right, I think that's Pat now.
Yeah.
Did you do two right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Astrodome and
Okay.
that.
So I'm going to do running onto the field. Running onto the field. Yeah, like, and everyone does kind of hate you, but the crowd always gets a kick out of it.
So can we say streaking?
Oh, yeah. Just give me streaking. Just give me streaking. Yeah.
Streaking during a game.
Yeah. Which actually, we didn't have one this Super Bowl. I feel like we had one like 5 Super Bowls in a row, right? They put a
Maybe
tight
they
lid
didn't
on that
show
shit
it. I
this
don't
year.
know. I don't know.
We would have found out. People would have pulled out their phone and taken pictures. Like they never show it, but we would have found out. But yeah, streaking.
I feel like I can't do this one now because Robert kind of took it, but stealing bread for you and your monkey, but giving it to a hungry little girl on the street. And that's specifically the scene from Aladdin in the very beginning, where then they arrest him, they take him to jail. Him and Apu were just trying to fucking get some
How would
bread.
you
and
word
little
that
girl
for
was
the
starving.
graphic?
They would just be all
Stealing
words.
bread from monkey for little girl.
This scene from Aladdin, and I just have to put a GIF. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go with that. I get 2 here. I would say not paying your taxes. Like, that's sick.
Yeah, dude, fuck the government. That's a pretty sick one.
Right?
That is a good ass pick. Fuck
Tax
5-0,
evasion.
dog.
Tax evasion. No, but like, if you look at it, like all like the mobsters and shit, like that they can't get for actual crimes and stuff like that, they get for like tax evasion. Like they brought down Al Capone for tax evasion, not for all that other horrible shit that he was responsible for. And it's like, well, that guy was like, it's a cool dude, right? Like, whoa. They took him down on that. So not paying your taxes. Then I have a couple that I'm gonna say cursing, because like Lenny Bruce got arrested. Now you can't do that anymore, but like Lenny Bruce used to get arrested for like cursing and obscenity, like saying lewd things in public, and like that's fucking just badass, right? It was a cool dude. He was too cool to not be arrested.
So my final pick now.
Yeah, back to you.
And I'm so excited that I don't know how it made it this long. Stealing the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's so good. It's one of my favorite Nicolas Cage movies of all time, and that's a fucking list.
Yeah,
but
that's a really good one.
stealing
Damn it. I didn't even think about that.
I had something similar, but I don't think I'll go with that one anymore.
What was yours? Robbing Fenway Park?
I was gonna say stealing the Mona Lisa.
Oh, is that the those Knives Out? Like Glass Onion? Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert.
But I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go with the simple one. I think I'm gonna go with public sex.
Ooh.
Whoa, wow, in front of children?
I didn't say in front of children.
Robert's just fucking speaking from experience here.
Oh, yeah?
Robert would have a clean rap sheet if it wasn't for public sex.
Well, now that he's got this vasectomy, we know that maybe Sam's not worried about getting knocked up. Listen to a recent study suggests this week. All right. This is a weird list. Weird list. And I'm really pissed that I didn't think of Pat's last one. All right. Recapping everybody's, and then we can go to some mock draft or some honorable mentions. Robert had coolest list of mock drafts of coolest things to get arrested for. Robert has leading police on a high-speed chase, breaking into the Astrodome, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, and public sex. And then Pat has espionage, underage drinking, streaking during a game, and stealing the Declaration of Independence. Fuck, that's a good one.
I love how my fourth pick is better than my two.
The best one, yeah.
Well, no, the best one's the first.
I think your best one is stealing Declaration of Independence. Mine is pissing on the Alamo, street racing, not paying your taxes, and cursing.
This is a fucking good one, dude.
I don't know how you don't win though now with Declaration of Independence. That's a fucking good one. This is because it's gonna go everywhere. Like, who knows? It's like what everybody's values are. That's what they're gonna look for.
Another one I was thinking about for honorable mention was turning state's evidence, because that meant you were in the mob, but also that makes you a rat. So then I was thinking a cool one to be arrested for would be those guys that are probably going to get arrested for kicking the shit out of Tekashi 6ix9ine in the LA Fitness bathroom. They just jumped him and beat the dog shit out of him, which that's cool to get arrested for, because you're getting arrested for beating the shit out of a rat. So that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, they were very specific to just like beating up a rapist. Like I would like we could just say that it seemed like that was too pandery. I put not stealing or not paying your taxes one. Skateboarding. Because you're like
I thought about that,
man.
I was thinking about this video,
and it's like it is.
The cops are like, you gotta get out of here, but first let me see your board. Kickflip on one of you, but seriously, get the fuck off the property.
Yeah, that would be good. Dancing, it's banned in certain countries.
I had stealing a zoo animal.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a cool thing to get arrested for. Smoking weed, like that was right. Like that's just guys being dudes.
Yeah,
Protesting an authority and government.
I wrote
Mhm.
fighting the man was what I had for that one. But yeah, protesting.
Ooh, smoking in the boys' room would have been a good one.
Racketeering. I took not paying your taxes, but racketeering. I felt like it's fairly adjacent to that because that's also what they get all the mob guys on. That's what they went after Tony Soprano on. Like he's racketeering, which don't know 100% what it means, but I think it means you're using a bunch of companies to fraudulently do other stuff.
Ooh, illegal gambling would be a cool one.
Illegal gambling would be a cool one. Loitering.
Like, especially if you're in high school. That'd be a cool one.
Loitering was a cool one. It's just like, what? I'm just hanging out.
Not really cool, but jaywalking. Like, you'd have the best.
Yeah.
Like, the best
thing.
Not
a cool one.
Like, dude, like, I'm not allowed to walk there, but 20 feet down, I can walk.
Stealing bread for a single mom and her kid.
I like where Robert's microphone is right now because it looks like it could be a very long spelling of sluts
or shits. Have to watch the YouTube version. Use that as the thumbnail. Watch the YouTube version. You'll know
downloading music, dude.
Oh yeah, illegally downloading.
Oh yeah.
Except like I didn't put that on.
You wouldn't steal a car
because that wouldn't be
piracy
cool.
Is theft. Fuck, piracy would have been a fucking cool one.
Fucking yeah, dude. Being an actual pirate.
Being a pirate. Damn it.
Pillaging and plundering.
We should do one that's just like a redraft, and that's like all the stuff we wish we could have taken after that. So we just have 2 drafts each week. Anybody else got any? It was kind of all over the place. So
well, hey.
Yeah, I think that covered it. But yeah.
Murder if it's justified.
Disturbing the peace. Yeah, I figured like murder, you just had to take all of murder. Which is like that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say like you
can't not always that cool, you know. Mock draft of coolest things to get arrested for. We'll post the graphic of that on Friday. You guys can vote over the weekend on
puppies that were being mistreated.
Oh yeah. So usually you don't get arrested for that. Examples. You don't get arrested for a lot of that shit though. You guys can vote on our Twitter page on Friday. Just go check it out. Vote over the weekend. At Past Grade Pod is where you follow us. Pat, will you tell everybody about our good friends at Southern Star, who we just hung out with this weekend?
I would love to. And I'd like to say a special just shout out to them. 15-year anniversary. 15 years they've been making just the most delicious nectar of the gods on God's green earth. Right now, I am having, I still got a bunch of them. Dipping back into them today. The Texas Punch IPA, punch you in the face with flavor. That's what Robert says about it. It's his favorite beer. Just, he's never had it, but of what he imagines beer would taste like, this one's your favorite, right, Robert?
That's what I said.
It's a bold statement, especially considering we've had 3 beers for our company. But, you know, to each their own. There's no bad choice. There's no bad options with Southern Star. You want something darker? Buried Hatchet Stout. That one's so good. Usually, you want a stout, you got to wait until the cold months. No, they're like, dude, we're making this year round because it's so good. Even when it's hot outside, you can have this thick beer and it's going to be fucking just knock your socks off flavor. Something lighter. You know, you've got the Southern Brunch, basically a mimosa in a can. You've got your Bombshell Blonde. What was the fuzz pedal that they had? I still see that in stores. There was one other one that I just saw in stores the other day. I was like, fuck yeah. See, this is why I'm the worst. I don't write shit down. Either way, just walk into a store. Say, where's the Southern Star? Close your eyes, spin around, point. Whichever one you land on, you're going to have a great beer. 100% of the time, it's delicious 100% of the time. How about that? That's the new slogan right there. Just dumb shit. 100% of the time, it's delicious 100% of the time. Redundancy. That's what people remember.
It was day and night was what you were thinking of.
Day and night. That's the one that I saw the other day. Yes, thank you. Fuck, actually, here's how dumb I am. I literally just found an old empty on the floor. Night and day. Yeah, that one was great. All of them great. And go up to the brewery. There's always something special going on, right? Like right now, we've got our beer out, the dark IPA. You've got to try it. Your brain won't understand what it's hitting because IPA's always light. This one looks like a stout, nice and dark.
It's wild, flavor. Dude.
And you go up there, you're not sure which one you want. They've got the flights. You can try a bunch of beers.
And also just say, hey, can I get a sample of that? And they give you the little it's like a ketchup little holder thing of it, and you can be like, okay, you know what? I'll take a full one of those.
when I was up there, I made the discovery. So they've got their meads as well, which is Skull and Potion, I think is their mead brand. So they've got a new one out, the Queen's Mead. It's I believe they said raspberry. It just fucking tastes like Prosecco.
Shit.
So if you
That's
want to get
dangerous.
some bubbly up in your life,
Get a little
and
bubbly, yeah.
fucking feel a little fancy, but be drinking mead,
Fucking
dude,
like a
bring that-
Viking.
bro. That's how you get your girl on mead. She's gonna be like, I don't want mead. It sounds thick. It sounds fucking calorie packed. You know, girls will go over there, be like, no, babe, it tastes like Prosecco. I gave it to Emma. I told Emma this tastes like Prosecco. Her face lit up, bro. Lit up. Anything you want. You want beer and mead that tastes like fucking Prosecco? Only Southern Star will have you covered there.
Southern fucking Star, guys.
They're goddamn
Southern-
magicians.
At Southern Star Brewing Co. and at Southern Star BC on Twitter and Instagram. Follow them, support them. If you're drinking a Southern Star, any time of the day or night, take a picture, tag them at Southern Star BC, at Southern Star Brewing Co. on Twitter and Instagram. Tag us at Pass Grey Pod. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast, and let them know you got their back. Southern Star, the best beer on the planet and the official beer sponsor of the Not Cool segment, because a lot of times in life there's things that aren't cool. Southern Star is never going to be one of those things. Southern Star Brewing Company, not cool. Let's do it.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
All right. If you have a moment that makes you say, hey, man, that's not cool, all you got to do if you want to get it on the show possibly is hit us up on Twitter at PassGrayPod. Use the hashtag PTG not cool. It could be something as little as stubbing your toe. It could be something as big as getting run over by a truck. All of those are not cool. They're varying degrees of not cool, though. But it's just kind of, this is a segment where you just get to kind of gripe. And sometimes it's good to just air out your grievances. We're going to pick some of the best ones each week and read them on the podcast. So these are some viewer/listener submitted not cools. Again, don't forget to follow us on our YouTube channel. Subscribe and screenshot that you have subscribed, and maybe we'll give away a prize. Maybe we'll give away a little prize, a little sneak merch drop that we might come out with soon. Maybe you're gonna get one of the first ones, huh?
Little sneaky snake.
Screenshot that you have subscribed to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 500. Trying to get to 500 right now. Let's start off with these are some ones that came in kind of late today before we recorded. This is from Glamour Perry at Glam for Life on Twitter. She was up at the brewery. She was also on TV. Shout out to Glamour for being on TV about a puppy dog. Glamour says her not cool is leaving your keys in your friend's car and now not being able to go to work since your friend has your keys. Yeah.
I mean,
that's a solid one. That's a really solid not cool. That fucking sucks because it's just a hassle, and then you got to make somebody else go out of their way, or you got to go out of your way, and it's just that's some fuck shit right there.
that sucks. As someone on the management level, if you texted me, I can't make it to work because I left my keys in my friend's car, my response would be get a fucking Uber. But also, you know, I work in the service industry, and when people don't show up, it just fucks us and the customers.
Right. No, I don't 100%.
I think Uber's still a thing. I think you can afford the $18 each way. Like,
because technically it's on you for forgetting. Yeah. Yeah. I don't disagree with you on that part. But like the not cool of like forgetting your keys at your friend's car is like, like just when you like, I have such a down pat morning routine where it's like, I got to do this. I got to go here. I got to take the dog out. Then I go this. I take my dog walking shoes off. I put my regular shoes I'm going to wear for the day on. And then I make my coffee. And then I tell Emma and Wheezy bye, give it Wheezy her treat. And then I bounce. And it's like, I got to be in the car doing this. And it's like, if you get to the car and like, I'm like, before I've had not cools where like my gate wouldn't work. And so that wouldn't open and you're like, fuck. And it's like, now I got to call an Uber. So that's 5-10 minutes that are just like, I'm already losing at this point, which is throwing off everything else I know. But just when your morning routine is thrown off, that's not cool. And forgetting your keys in your friend's car, not cool as well. Emma one time forgot her keys in an Uber, her like house keys as well. So we had to meet up with
Angel Locks.
No, we just had to meet up with that guy at his other job. He was pretty cool. But I've heard horror stories about that shit. So we were pretty lucky on that. But yeah, leaving your keys in your friend's car, solid, not cool. Todd Voss says his not cool is my mother-in-law is staying with us for a week. Okay. Hey,
I love that
I'm sure
Todd
you love
is
her.
just a TV dad from the
he's
90s.
just he is a TV dad.
Fucking ball and chain. And
Wah.
my fucking mother-in-law's over here. I don't know what the fuck that accent was supposed to be. Jesus.
I don't know either, but I
It was
don't
like
hate
New
it.
York
It
and
wasn't,
Chicago had a baby.
but it wasn't
and
like
shit out of
it
Louisiana.
wasn't like awful though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you love them, if it's just, especially if it's unexpected, but just anytime you got more people in your house, and you're like, it's just less quiet now. There's just more sound.
So for our next one, that's a solid one, Todd. So for our next one, Robert, Pat and I, while you were gone, Pat and I were having issues reading on the Google Doc. Can you read us the first not cool on the thing?
That someone threw a glass bottle.
Well, you gotta read it word for word.
Yeah, read it word for word to make sure it's authentic. It's from Alexis Garcia at Alexis Texas _ I believe was her
Support
handle. I'm not
women.
looking at it. I can't see
Believe
it.
women.
No, I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I will.
You've
I
already
guess
said that word on.
Come
you said
on,
that
yeah.
word on the show before.
I will never release it though.
We had a
Then
drop
there's
of it.
snippet that I sent to you guys.
I'll read it then. I'll read
Okay.
it for you,
I
Robert.
just wanted to catch him on one.
All right. From Alexis Garcia at Alexis Texas TEXIS _ some cunt throwing a glass bottle at my head on St. Patty's Day. Yeah, sounds like a real cunt. Don't throw like St. Patty's Day is fun. It's fun. Go, everybody's Irish. Go out, get fucked up. Don't be the asshole that starts fights.
That is not cool at all.
I don't get it.
It's terrible when people do shit like that. It's not cool. It should throw a bottle at your head. But what is cool from this situation is like there's 2 nights a year you really get to do that. You get to play this card. But like I hope that she looked at somebody who's like, it's fucking amateurs. Am I right? Amateur hour. Like getting to play that card. Like, well, fucking I remember my first drink.
That
like getting to be like, oh, some people just don't know how to hold their fucking alcohol. And be like, I drink all the fucking time, asshole. Which just is like, are they an alcoholic? It's like, no. People are just idiots on St. Patrick's Day and New Year's. So it's like, if anything like that happens and like you don't get like seriously injured, you're like fucking amateurs. Am I right? And then everyone's like, yeah, these fucking losers. So like that would have those are cool points, but like it is not cool that like somebody could have fucking killed you maybe with a fucking glass. Yeah, that makes
it. If it connects, that can split you open, give you a shit ton of stitches. It's happened to my brother. If somebody hits you with the bottle, should be fully legal to just beat the ever living dog shit out of them.
That would have been a cool thing to get arrested for. We could have beating the shit out of somebody.
I got arrested for assault after
threw a bottle at my friend.
Bottle. They started it. I finished it. That would be a good, not cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they didn't hit her head because she just said they threw it at her head.
She would have said. I feel like.
But yeah, that fucking sucks either way.
Far more severe, not cool if she had gotten hit. But
I hope she just left out the part where she beat this cunt's ass.
But she was drunk and a girl, so she probably couldn't throw well anyways, and didn't have the accuracy because she was drunk.
Also, I love when women use the word cunt. It makes me feel better about using it.
It's empowering. It's empowering.
It's just such a fun word to say.
It is.
Like the fact that some people just hate it doesn't make sense to me.
It makes you want to say it more.
Yeah. It's like when guys like don't like queef. Like, dude, queef is a great word. It's funny.
Yeah, like telling me not to say queef. I'm gonna say queef more.
Yeah. Sometimes cunts queef.
I don't say cunt a lot, but it's like I feel like you gotta say it because sometimes you're just like cunt.
Oh, I mean, I pull it out when it's necessary.
It's just a fun one to say, yeah.
Or if it's just
I'm usually saying it playing video games mostly.
Like I'll walk into work and be like, what's up, cunt? But she laughs.
Yeah. Solid.
It's only with close friends. Do I call them a cunt? But yeah, it's a great word.
Calling people that don't like to be
cool.
Called a cunts, that's not cool for them. I will say that. Well,
it's great for me though.
All right. Last listener or viewer submitted not cool this week is from Dave T at PPWL1 on Twitter. And Dave says his not cool is men not supporting women, aka no WNBA fantasy league. Hashtag if you know, you know.
It kind of sounds like women not supporting women.
No, it's men not supporting women because Dave is referring to the WNBA fantasy league I've been trying to put together.
So women weren't allowed in it?
Well, it's dudes only to support women so much.
So you
Women
so you
are
made
already expected to support them. We're trying to get a women's support group by men to support women.
you made a league to support women that didn't allow women in it.
If women obviously can't lift themselves up, they need our help to do it because we're stronger
So you think
and
women
more
need men's
intelligent. So
help?
we needed our own league of men to help raise these women up.
I agree with every point you're making, but these cunts are going to get
This
pissed
clip
at
is
you,
gonna.
man.
I'm gonna cut this clip so it's taken so out of context, and then that'll be our viral moment, and then we'll all get canceled.
Fucking cancel me. Like, what's going to happen?
What's gonna happen to Pat? Huh?
Oh no, I'm gonna go back to work tomorrow. Yeah, no, this is women not supporting women. The WNBA's problem has always been women. They don't support it and they don't play the sport well.
Don't say that. They do. They play great, just not great enough apparently to get enough dudes to want to do a fantasy league with me. Dave, I'll tell you what, bud. I'll tell you what. So I did David Venmo'd me money. Some other people have Venmo'd me money as well for the fantasy league. I Venmo'd it all back to you guys already. But what I'll say is it was way more fun to be like one of us is gonna walk away with $500. But I'm down to just do a fellas supporting women league anyways with like however many people we can get, Dave. So if you're down, if everybody else that signed up for the PTG WNBA fantasy league is down, we're gonna make it short and sweet where it's just an auto draft. Then you get who you get, and we're not like we knew more than 5 of the people anyways, and we're just gonna play this for funsies. And then if I do well, I'll talk about it. If not, I won't talk about it ever.
Why don't you guys just do it this way? Everybody puts in their $10, whatever it was. Survivor Series. Every day you got to pick a game. The last person still standing who does it. Like as soon as you lose, you're out.
No, it's WNBA fantasy, not anything else where we are required to keep up with it. We just have to.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Once and just not touch it.
Literally every day you just got to pick. You just got to look at it and go. Today I'm picking the Sparks.
We're talking like maybe once a week.
Dude, you realize this will last 5 days. It'll be
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like once a week for those 5 days.
I actually kind of want to do my idea where it's just a Survivor Series because nobody's going to look.
Well, good luck getting people to sign up for it because they won't.
Me and you will have a Survivor Series on WNBA. Except here's the thing. I would pick blindly, like not even look at records. You are such a sicko. You would fucking go into the numbers.
I think we need like 3 or 4 more. So if anybody wants to do the free league and we can get to 10,
they don't.
I will do that. But we can do the draft this weekend. It'll be auto drafted, so we don't really have to do anything.
Will you allow women if they want to be in this time?
No, it's just dudes only. It's a dudes only women's fantasy league because there are women only fantasy football leagues. So
that's just because guys are fucking dickheads to women when talking about sports.
Well, you don't think that the women WNBA fans are gonna be assholes to us, huh?
Listen, sweetie.
Boy, a man thinking you can come and get in on our fantasy action.
Calm down, sugar dick. The women's league is just played different.
Sugar dick.
Well, yeah, it's like sugar tits, but for guys.
I like that a lot.
I want a shirt that says sugar dick.
Yeah. No, that might be the shirt idea that sticks, honestly.
Actually,
that
you know what?
Might be the one that sticks.
I don't want the
Calm
shirt.
down, sugar dick.
I want a hat. A hat that says sugar dick. I'll wear that shit everywhere.
Well, get on that in the merch store. All right.
This is our term. We're bringing it back or taking power.
But just hit me up at Alex J. Middleton on Twitter if you want to get in on. Nobody's going to do it because they didn't earlier. But now it's just a free league if you want to get in our WNBA fantasy league. And we're just going to see how it goes. But you can say you're in a women's support group. So that's.
Why don't you guys just have like a 4-person league?
That's what we will do, Dave. I'm telling Dave and Alex O and Brett Brandon and a couple other people.
So yeah, just somebody can win.
We'll just do it that way, but I'm not going to make everybody have to throw in money for it if it's like 6 people.
Well, how many people do you have right now? You said
6 people.
Yeah, just do 6.
Or 7, maybe 7.
Dude, a fantasy league where the payout is $70 is fucking hilarious. You should still do the money.
But the like just way you look at it though is like, oh wow, the fantasy football league you won, the payout was $700, and the women's league you were in was $70.
Yeah, those splits look pretty fucking accurate.
Right, but like then we're gonna get like the
How much-
optics aren't good.
Well, let me ask you a question for the optics. What is
Again,
the
though, if I
annual-
were to win, I would donate all of mine to a women's charity. Again, I've already said that I would donate to charity. Not to brag about myself, but that's what I would do.
What is the annual profits of the WNBA versus the annual profits of the NFL? I bet 700 to 70.
I don't want to get into this,
odds.
Pat. I don't want to get into this. If anyone wants to be in our WNBA fantasy league, let me know, please. It's free. I'll go with my not cool. I'll go with my not cool first because it's a stupid one. The light in my refrigerator's been out for over a week now.
Hate that.
But I'm at the point where it's like my not cool situation is like I could just go to the store and buy a light bulb and fix it. But also I live in an apartment, so I shouldn't have to replace anything in there because I didn't buy a light bulb to go in that. That's not my fridge. Like if I'm buying a light bulb, I either get to do what I did in my last like bathroom of my last apartment where like the light bulbs went out and I just screwed the light bulbs in and then took them out and put the broken like the dead light bulbs back when I moved out. And I was like, well, these are my light bulbs, not yours. I can do that. Or I could call them and like I'm gonna look like a bitch and be like, hey, the light in our refrigerator is broken. Can you fix it? And it's like me calling another dude to do that.
Well, I hope you actually did that already because you know your apartment is going to take a week to show up to do it.
See, yeah, that's another point. Like I haven't gotten to that yet. But I feel like my not cool is like I look like a bitch if I do call and get them to fix it, and then I look like a bitch if I'm like too scared to call them to fix it because I'm scared I'll look like a bitch. So like I feel like a bitch either way, which is a really not cool situation that I'm in.
I'm in that same boat with our oven light. Our oven light is out, and I just have.
But that seems like more complicated though, right? No, it's not. It's the lights, not the heat.
Yes.
Heating on that. That doesn't seem as easy as like I can see the light bulb. I could just go and screw it right back in.
I've gotten a compromise for you, Alex. That this is more likely that you'll do. Go to Walgreens or CVS, whatever it may be. Get one of those lights that it's a tap light, and you can just stick it to the wall and just stick that inside of your fridge.
Stick it on top.
Yeah, so you would get into your fridge, you just go and tap it, and the light comes on. You can see inside your fridge at night when you're a little tipsy and want a snack.
It does suck because like over the weekend, like I'd go to get a drink. And like the kitchen light's off, so it's dark in there, and you open it, you're used to just having the refrigerator light. You're like, fuck. And then you got to go get the light switch and turn that on to then see in your refrigerator. It was just like, there's a lot of not cools that come with this. And the main one is like, I want to refuse to do this to make the apartments do it because it's theirs. But also like I could just do it and fix the problem myself in 30 seconds for not that much money. I'm leaning towards just doing it myself and then keeping the not working light bulb to just replace it with like just take my light bulb back next time. That's probably what I'll do. Maybe by the next week, but maybe not. I don't know. What do you guys got?
Get the touch light, man. Robert, you want to go next? Because I've got like a story I got to tell.
Sure. So our neighbor, we have clickers for like so we can park in the back gate. Our neighbor let someone else borrow hers, and the person put it in the mailbox. And then a couple of nights ago, someone just stole her mail, and they looked in our mail too, but ours was empty. So they took the mail and the clicker. So that meant that we had to get new clickers and had to get them reprogrammed. And that was just like inconvenient. Like we didn't do anything, but now we have to get new clickers and have them reprogrammed to.
Did you have to like go like did you get the email like was it a Sunday saying like hey do this, or like I've had that happen where like they've switched it over shit before and like it's happened where it was like on a weekday and then the next morning my fucking gate wouldn't open and I'm like what the fuck is this, and they're like oh we sent an email that I don't get but they sent an email. I was like that doesn't how does that help me at 4:30 when I'm trying to fucking leave for work? Like if you guys can't do it by then, don't fucking turn off the gates.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is fucking frustrating. Like, did you have to like wait a morning to go to work or some shit? I guess you were working from home probably.
Yeah. Thankfully that day I was working from home, but yeah, it was just like, we just all had to get new clickers. I had to get them all reprogrammed.
Do they give you new clickers or do they just change the codes?
I think they just changed the codes.
That makes sense. It's probably cheaper, but that does suck. And it's like somebody like whoever did that lady, you think had to pay? A person had to pay?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I would imagine you had to foot the bill for all that shit.
Yeah. But what also sucked was someone just going through our mail and taking it.
Dude, on the next door app in my place, there's always like videos of people like this guy just with a crowbar, and they'll just go to those fucking apartment ones because there's so many,
Mm-hmm.
just prying those bitches open. I'm like, that's why I don't really ever hope I have mail. It's all just junk mail. That's
Yeah,
fucking scary shit though.
I got into the habit like when one of the apartments that we lived in, it was like right next to the mailbox room. So I literally had to walk maybe 20, 30 feet and I was getting mail. So I would check every day. So as soon as, so I'm still in that habit where like I'll check every day if I have mail and just take it out.
That's
So
smart.
there was nothing for them to take.
I usually check twice a week. Tuesdays when I take out the trash that night and the recycling, and then Thursdays when I bring the barrels back in, because Wednesday I just always don't do it. I'm just fucking lazy, and I just don't.
And again, yours is a house. You live in a house. We've not been invited to. And it's like at the end of your driveway, right?
Yeah, and I pass by it every Wednesday.
Yeah.
At least once or twice. At least twice a day. And I just go, I'll do it later. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do it later.
That's a really good
or if I'm expecting a package, I'll check it. But yeah, no, that's a damn good one.
What do you got, Pat? Let's hear it.
So forgive me if I ramble. This is just so ridiculous. I'm just gonna tell it in chronological order. So Tuesday night, I'm at work. It's getting towards the end of the night. I go up front towards the host stand, and I had to do something. I was looking up something for one of the customers, blah, blah, blah. Another guy comes walking up from his seat and is like, are you the manager? Yeah, how can I help you? And he just pulls out his phone and goes, does this look acceptable to you? And it's a picture of his wife's steak, not his steak, his wife's steak. He doesn't take a picture of the side so I can see how thorough cooked the meat is. He takes a picture top down and goes, does this look acceptable? What I wanted to say to him was, I don't fucking know. You're showing me the top of the steak. But it had already been cut out into some of the meat was poking out. I could tell that it was cooked way through. I was like, no, that's well overdone. And he was like, exactly. And did your server talk to you already? I was like, no. He goes, oh, well, he told me he did. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe he meant he had talked to the chef.
I was going to say, it just sounded like he might as well have said, I was a huge dick to him.
And I was like, oh no. He's like, well, either way, this feels unacceptable for here. And I was like, no, I agree. And he's like, because look at this. This is overdone. I go, yes, I agree with you. And he's like, yeah, which is unacceptable from here. I'm like, we're fucking going in circles at this point, sir. I was like, yes, I'm very sorry. I was like, if you give me one moment, I'm handling something else for another. And as he comes walking towards me, I realized I had seen him earlier in the meal stand up out of his seat and walk over to the server and say something. But the server never came over to me. So I was like, oh, maybe he was just asking, I guess it was nothing. Because if it was something, they would just come to me. And I tell the guy, I was like, I'm handling something for somebody else. Give me a second. I'll go. I'll take care of this. He goes, okay. And he goes and sits down. So I finish and I go over to the computer and I look up the ticket. It was ordered well done. The steak was ordered well done.
No.
So, and the server comes over to me because he saw the guy.
Could the server have just accidentally put the wrong one in?
Well, oh, and by the way, when the guy first walked up, he didn't say, are you the manager? I said that wrong. It's me and the host, who's maybe a 19-year-old girl. I've never asked her how old she is. Tiny little blonde girl. And he goes, which one of you is one of you the manager? And I go, that's me. He goes, I thought it was you, the way you've been walking around. I was like, well, okay.
You should have just said why, because I'm a straight white male.
Yeah, but it was just ridiculous. So I go, and the server comes over to me as I walk over the computer to look up the ticket, and I see it's well done. And he goes, hey, what was the guy's problem? And I was like, he's being weird. Like he said it was overcooked. And he's like, yeah, he came up to me earlier. And he goes, this is over. Or when I stopped by the table, he goes, this is overcooked. His wife goes, no, that's how I like it. And he goes, no, it's too dry. And he goes, the server said to the guy, well, sir, it was ordered well done. And I was like, Miguel, like in the future, just come to me, and I'll deal with that. But I'll just I took half off of it still for the guy, just because I was like, this will become the. Then I had to go finish something else before I can even come back out to the floor. He's gone. One by one, people are coming up to me like, what was that dude's deal? And everyone was like, yeah, he was just acting weird. The host actually comes back to me later and tells me, this is the girl who's like from Ukraine, literally learned English like 6 months ago. So she's like, yeah, he was weird. He came up to me and told me not to smile at people. I was like, what? I look at his reservation. I go, wait a minute. I booked this guy's reservation earlier today, and he said he didn't want a booth, and you guys sat him in a booth. And the host goes, no, when he got here, we had reserved probably the most asked for table. It's right behind the host stand. It's in the corner. It's not in the middle of the restaurant. It's less noisy. And he goes, I don't want that table. Sit me in the booth. So we're like, what the fuck is this goddamn guy?
Why make a reservation if you're not going to do any of that shit, you know?
But then and then all this shit, like I said, and they booked it out of there. They left the server $10, which was like a 6% tip. Less than 6%.
Because they didn't do the order the way that they wanted it, which they did do, but they forgot they wanted it that way.
Dude, it was actually less than 6% if you take into account the $26 that had been comped off of his bill before that. For the or I don't know, $20, whatever the fuck it was for the steak. I immediately call my GM because he like obsessively looks at reviews, and I love Sam because he is if you just go to Jonathan's The Rub Campbell Place and go to our reviews on any website, search until you find a 1-star and look at his replies. Oh, it's so petty. Oh, it's fucking delicious how petty he gets with these assholes that leave bad reviews. And half the time they'll either delete it or change it to a 4-star. They just like screaming into the void because they're assholes.
Yeah.
I called him immediately. I broke down the entire situation and I go, Sam, please, if we get a review on this, let me write it. Because I'm not going to be just like an outwardly cunt and be like, fuck you, fucking fuck. I'm just going to do like he does when I'm like, well, you know, you did order your steak well done, and then you showed me a picture of the top of the steak asking me if I thought it looked right. Very hard to judge from that angle. You didn't tell me at the time that it was well done. You were just looking for an argument from the time you came in. So like this whole thing, and I was just like, what a fucking cunt. By the way,
Just
that guy,
his
wife said that's how he wants it. And he goes, shut your mouth. I know what food's
wow.
supposed to be like.
Obviously,
well,
that's why
wow.
he didn't. That's why he thought you were the manager, because he's a misogynist that thought a woman could never manage a restaurant. And you could throw that in there quietly too, like, oh, you're demeaning to one of our female staff members, saying she could never be a manager, basically. But just the demeanor of that guy. Like, I fucking hate it when people like you see it every now and then where it's just like, it's usually like, to stereotype, it's like usually like a rich white guy, but sometimes it's a rich white lady. Usually,
no, this guy was like Indian or something.
Well, usually it's like a rich white guy or gal, and they come in, and it's like, I hate the like him telling the girl not to smile is weird, but I hate when like you just hear somebody tell some girl to like put a smile on. You're like, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up. I'm working. I don't have to smile at you. Okay, probably would be better if I did, but like, fuck you. Don't tell me what to do. And then like the people like then just try and strike up a conversation or like jump in on somebody else's conversation. You're like, leave me alone. Like, you don't need to be in on every order. Like, I work here at a fucking restaurant where we put food in and out all the fucking time. Pretty sure we can handle it. You can just talk to one of us quickly. You don't have to make a scene. And to fucking be so like, oh, I want the table. No, actually give me the booth. Like, just fuck you. He was just looking for something to be like, I'm in control, and everybody needs to know that I'm in control. No, we won't be doing that. We'll be sitting over here. That's the fucking mafia guy from that Office episode where they thought he was in the. He's like, oh, yeah. Booth? No. We'll be sitting here.
Which,
like,
by the way,
that's what that guy is. You're just trying to fucking be in control of shit, and it's like, chill out, man. You have no control over anything else in your life. Fuck off. Yeah,
like a booth, you usually have to cram in a little bit. And so, of course, because our booths, it's not a double-sided. One side of it is a booth, one side of it is a chair. Of course, he stuck his wife into the crowded booth side. But just like the whole thing about this guy, I was like, what a fucking douchebag.
That's a solid one. to stop.
I would love for him to come back in again, so I could just be like, sir, are we gonna have a problem again for
Is
us
everything
cooking
gonna
food
be
the way that
okay?
you asked to be cooked,
Is it gonna be okay?
or do you need to leave?
Have you seen the most recent review? That was from 3 days ago.
What are you looking on?
I'm looking at Google Maps. Is what I
love-
clicked on.
Google.
love
Okay.
reviews.
I believe I was over my boss's shoulder when he was writing this. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick, because if it's the one I'm thinking of, it was beautifully fucking written.
No, this is just someone left it, no reply to it yet. It's a 1-star review. It says, if you're not into very, very hot, spicy foods, I advise not to go to this place. But if you like spicy, the staff is great.
Yeah, I remember
1
that.
star?
Dude. My boss responds to every bad review. He texted that to the manager chat and goes, I have no notes. This is the funniest shit I've ever read in my life. Dude, did you order a spicy dish?
Yeah, don't order the spicy stuff if you don't like spicy stuff. What? Like, it's not like it's like I've been to your restaurant before. It's not like it sneaks up on you.
Like,
You know what
like,
you're ordering.
Even the stuff that has some spice just built into it, shrimp and grits. The menu says in a Louisiana sauce. You got to expect a little kick. There's almost no spice to it. Like, this has got to be like unless you're an 85-year-old white woman who thinks mayonnaise is spicy, you'd be like, there's no problem with this dish. Nothing is just, or it says it's got jalapenos in the dish. Like, if you read, it'll be obvious to you. That was one of the funniest fucking reviews I've ever read in my life. I was dying.
It's like, just don't get that, bro.
It's too spicy.
Just don't get that. Fuck.
It,
All right.
So, like, yeah, that was, like I said, my boss will respond to every bad one. And that one he just did. I wish, I don't know what it's on. Maybe next week. Maybe that's what I'll do is every week I'll come with one of Sam's petty ass responses
Yeah,
to
I like
a bad review.
reviews that are read.
I gotta find
fight backs more.
Because like every once in a while I'll walk by him by the back computer and I'll see him typing one. And my only job is I scan it over his shoulder real quick and I go, add a comma there, that's misspelled. Because I just want it to look perfect. So it's a perfect.
They can't come.
petty
The
ass
grammar
response.
police you. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm great at that shit. My eye goes right to it. But man, it was some fucking people, dude.
Yeah. Some fucking.
I mean,
people.
I've talked many times on here about my feelings for people that leave reviews on restaurants, but yeah. Sometimes it's at least it doesn't seem like this guy's gonna leave a review, but sometimes I'd rather deal with a review person than someone who's just a cunt in person and then just walks away.
Yeah. I don't get the satisfaction of getting to retort.
Yeah.
All right, so that was our not cool segment. Hashtag PTG not cool. If you'd like to submit one to us, we're at Pass Grade Pod. Also, someplace you can submit stuff to us is for the answers segment we're about to get into. You got to hit us up on Twitter as well at Pass Grade Pod. Use the hashtag PTG answers. That's how we search for them. And the Twitter just turned like however old they turned, and I was listening to somebody talk about like, remember when hashtags used to not be like, we didn't get Twitter. It was very like, it felt like it was like Cody.
Oh yeah.
So it was just like you could DM at not Pat Dion and like it would send you a DM, but people would always accidentally fucking like not send DM or like leave out a letter and then it would fuck up and it would just be a tweet. And it was like, what does this even mean? You can use pictures or shit. But we were also, I was also listening to people talk about like how hashtags were just like sarcastic phrases you'd throw in at the end of shit. Like if it was like the World Baseball Classic, instead of hashtag WBC, we'd just be like hashtag fuck Japan. Go USA. It'd be like, that was what I always thought hashtags were for a long time until you're like, oh no, you can just click them and then see everybody that's tweeted that hashtag. And then you were able to use it to like track shit. Hashtag PTG answers is how we track these. At Pass the Grade Pods where you're going to hit us up. And if you got any question you have at all, if you want relationship advice, parenting advice, any of the above, you got a high thought, maybe an idea, a business idea, we can tell you if it's good or bad. Just anything you think of, hit us up with any questions you have at Pass the Grade Pod, hashtag PTG answers. This is the answer segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, let's start off with our podcast son, Skylar Lester. At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. Skylar says, will Bing catch up to Google with their chat GPT features, or will they forever remain a distant second place? Plus, AI is terrifying, and I don't want to help teach it.
No, they won't.
So yeah,
Google
Bing
is
is
synonymous
Microsoft's
with
Google.
search.
Yeah, I would say Google's gonna corner
Dude,
that
like,
market.
do you ever say look it up online, or do you just tell someone, dude, Google it? You don't say Bing it.
I said look it up, but yeah, I don't ever say Bing it.
Like occasionally you might, but like you're just like, dude, just fucking
I've
Google it.
never gone out of my way to go to Bing.com.
I have just to try
If it's
it.
like a Microsoft computer that you're using it at like some places, like it's got like it auto goes to Bing, and so you're just like, all right.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Usually, I'll just still go to Google and search it.
Yeah, it's fucking Google.
So yeah, Bing's always gonna be second, no matter what it is. They'll be second.
Yeah, because as much as people are talking about Chat GPT, I think there's still and it is going to become like a bigger thing.
Have you guys used
AI
it
resources? No, because you have to pay
Good.
money for it. But also, I think there's a vastly large portion of the population that are like us, that are like, I don't give a fuck about AI. I'm not going out of my way.
I'm not going to help it. I'm not going to help it.
Until I fucking get a new phone and it's automatically on there and there's no more Siri, it's just an AI in my phone. I will not use AI because I have no need to go out of my way to use it. Everything is fine right now. It's not, but I find things well enough. Right. That's the only thing I would want it for, is if it's connected to my phone when I go, Siri, who had the most rebounds in 1976 in the Western Conference. And it just is like
cheating at trivia.
And then that it just Googles those fucking words and sends you to Google. It doesn't send you to fucking Bing. Sends you to Google with a search of those words. Like, I would like an AI that would be like, oh, it was Alan Richardson of the 76ers. He had just some bullshit. Like, that's what I want from Siri.
Does it answer you though? Like you can have a conversation with Chat GPT, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, eventually that will be what Siri is, I think.
So what I want to know is, like, I don't know.
Have you ever seen The Rain?
Shut up. Robert, look up how much Chat GPT is, because I want to just like run all the bets I do every single day through Chat GPT.
Bro, you were just saying hold out. No.
Well, like, I wonder if you did run bets, if it would help you.
Robert, don't look it up for him. Do not tell him.
I'm not going to do it because I don't want to help the robots.
Yes, you are, because
that would be an interesting algorithm. That'd be an interesting. I'm not going to do that. $8.
Yes, the next time you get drunk
to help the robots take over. No thanks.
But you'll be. But I can get a gambling edge.
No, I just want, like, somebody that has it should try that, and just like whatever Gravy Gambles posts at Gravy Gambles every day, just bet, like, just be like, is this gonna hit? And then if it says yes or no, then be like, tight, and then like let me know if it does, and then we'll see if it's right. And if it's like spot on, it's like, that's fine. But the computers are dumb sometimes.
I know I said don't tell them, but did you look at it? How much is it? Is it like $8?
I can't see. I found the website. I clicked try GPT, but I need to sign up for an account to actually use it.
Damn.
That's dumb.
How much is Chat GPT?
I'm fucking looking it up. How much does Chat GPT cost? $20 a month. Bam. That's literally all you had to Google. It literally. Robert? Are you using Bing?
Oh, you might have been using Bing. Maybe that was it. That might have been Bing.
$20
Dogpile.
Yeah, that's
dogpile.com. Yeah, $20. That's a lot.
Dude, that's $120 a year, and you better but for 1 month a trial. Like, did you run good this month? Is it going to be worth $120?
You win. Yeah, if you win $120 in that month, you paid for the year.
See, here's the thing, though. I won't do that for the simple fact that I have systems that I look at to place my bets, and then I also just randomly place fucking bets all the goddamn time. So it would fuck up my system, and then I might make the money on that, but I'm losing it on the other end anyway. Doesn't fucking matter. It's all a wash.
And to counter my original idea, like, if we used AI to get good at betting, then AI would eventually start making the lines at some point, so they would know how we use AI. So really, again, that's us helping the robots out. It's not worth it for $20. No,
I would say technically I think AI probably has been making the lines for a while because they have.
Well,
but
they'll
the- but
be better about it because
I
they'll
think
know how
it's
we
probably
think.
it's probably algorithm. Like I don't think there's dudes that actually sit there and go, oh, okay, Penguins, Coyotes tonight. Penguins are going to be minus 426. I think it's probably some sort of algorithm that takes betting
Right,
patterns
but
of both
the
teams
AI
and
is going to
shit.
get smarter if it sees our patterns, if it sees what we're doing. So what we need to do is just not help it out. This is us. I'm not going to pay $20 to just help for the downfall of mankind. Okay,
Yeah, we're 100% on the same
we're
side.
out. We're out on that. But yeah, Bing AI chat is going to fucking suck compared to Google probably. Good question, Skylar.
No. He was.
It will
he
never
was
catch
saying
up.
Bing owns Chat GPT.
Oh, they wait. Oh, with their chat GPT. No, Google will come up with a better one.
Eventually, they're just going to turn Siri into an AI.
Yeah, that's Apple.
What I fucking want is what was the one that used Cortana? Dude, you just named it after Halo. I'm
No
fucking
idea.
in. There's one of them is maybe no, it's not Amazon. That's Alexa.
No, it was Microsoft. They had Cortana on like desktops.
Oh yeah, because I think my Xbox had it, but I couldn't figure out how to
Why
use
didn't
it.
they? Why didn't they just give Clippy a voice? Remember Clippy on the
Dude,
Word
fuck
documents?
Clippy. Just give me Cortana.
There's a little paperclip that was cool. Like I want that guy.
Dude,
Let me ask that guy.
dude,
Well, hey, I'll show you.
I love how everyone at the same time thought Clippy looks cool. I like Clippy, and at the same time, I fucking hate Clippy. I want him to die and never show back up again. Because every
No, I
time he
didn't think
popped up
that.
and you had to exit out, you're like, stop making me exit out of you every time. I don't fucking need you, Clippy.
But sometimes you just needed a friend while you're typing up all those papers that you waited until the last second to stay up all night and type out.
I bet there's a bunch of people. Right, Robert, do you know who Clippy is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say, I
Yeah,
bet
he had
there's
to
people
write
that have no
papers.
idea. Like we could be talking about dial-up internet right now at the same time.
People
and
that didn't go to
people are just like,
school.
what the fuck? No, dude, there's
At
young
any
people
level?
that like Clippy was gone.
That word, bro. Yeah, I think most people know what Clippy is. If not, fucking grow up. All right. Our next one is from Raimundo Benavidez at KMundoB. You guys know we love power rankings. What you got to do to submit a power rankings is hashtag PTG answers. Say power rank these things. Give us 5 similar things, and at least with a theme, and give us 5 options. We'll power rank them, and that's pretty much all it is. I just like we love power ranking shit. But Raimundo says, in honor of baseball season being right around the corner, power rank these baseball moments, and he gives us grand slam, a no-hitter, an inside the park home run, a walk-off, and stealing home. Who wants to go first?
I mean, it's baseball. Let's give Robert. Let's tee up Robert.
This is
for this
your
one.
bread and butter, buddy.
Okay. Let's see. There's grand slam, no hitter, inside the park home run, walk off, and stealing home. I gotta say, I'm gonna go no hitter number 1. Going no hitter
Smart.
number 1. I'm going walk off number 2.
See, I wish they had specified on that one because there's a walk-off hit, there's a walk-off home run. Those are let's say it's a walk-off home run. Agreed.
Yeah. Okay.
Walk-off home run. Yeah.
Okay, no hitter, walk off home run.
Luis Gonzalez walk-off hit in the World Series doesn't count then?
But if it was a
See?
walk-off home run, it would be. I didn't remember that. If it was a walk-off home run, I'd probably remember it.
I remember it.
Like okay, in 2004, people remember Poppy going fucking deep to the walk-off to send it to another game. People forget that the next game he had a walk-off single. You remember Poppy going deep to send it to the next day. People forget the single.
Walk-off, I still put. I
But
all walk-offs.
I was just saying, but specifically, a walk-off home run is better.
So no hitter,
No
walk-off.
hitter, walk off. Then I'm gonna go grand slam, inside the park home run, and stealing home.
I feel like I have a way different.
Then you go, buddy.
I'll go. I put one was inside the park home run because that's the most electric fucking thing in the entire world to me. When you it takes longer, and I feel like you're like rooting for it the whole time. Like, oh my god, it hit! Like it'll hit the outfield, it bounces the wrong way, and you got to watch the outfielder like struggle to get to it. Like, oh shit, he's at second. He's at third. Oh, he's just gonna route it. He's just gonna go for it, and like you're just like, oh shit, and like when he gets home, that is absolutely fucking electric. I know it's like it happens probably the least out of all of these. I feel like I don't know. To me, I feel like it does.
No,
I just think that's-
stealing home is definitely the least.
Okay, well, I think that's absolutely stealing an inside the park home run is absolutely electric. Number two, I did have stealing home because Benny the Jet Rodriguez just like it's the coolest fucking thing in the world. When Benny the Jet did it in the Sandlot, that was fucking awesome.
It's so
Anytime
cool.
anytime you see somebody do it, and like I hated it like when Andy Pettit pitched for the Yankees because he was a lefty, and if you're stealing on a lefty, but like when you see the camera angle and you see the guy on third take off, oh fuck, he's gonna steal home, and when he does, it's just fucking absolutely electric. It's absolutely electric.
They don't
It's
see
like,
him. They don't see him. He's stealing home. He's gonna make it. It's fucking great.
yeah, it's just those two. Like I feel like like when they happen, you're just like fuck. It's so cool, and it doesn't happen as often as you'd think. So I put inside the park home run, then stealing home, then I got a grand slam because just dongs, bro, dongs hitting dongs. That's the shit, dude. Grand slams are fucking awesome always. Walk off, I had it as kind of just like it could be anything, but a grand slam is fucking awesome. A walk-off grand slam is even better. But yeah, I think walk-off, yeah, like Pat was saying, you can forget about those. And then number 5 has no hitter because I just feel like they happen all the time now, and I really should care more about them. I just don't care as much as I should. And I feel like they happen like 7-8 times a year, man. How many inside the park home runs we got a year?
I mean, probably 7 or 8.
Okay, so about as many as no hitters. Like they're just as difficult then.
But no-nos are more frequent now because of like people just trying to launch balls, not trying to hit for average as much. Like that's part of it. But
so I go inside the park home run, stealing home, grand slam, walk off, and no hitter as my 5.
so just right away, I'm gonna tell you right now, me and Roberts are almost identical, which just proves Alex is wrong. Number 1 is no-no. The no-no is so goddamn magical, dude. Like
I just don't like when you get the text.
You
You
don't-
like, so and so's got a no hitter going into the 7th. Like I don't care.
and how often do they complete it? As someone who has thrown a no-hitter in their life, not to brag, it's fucking magical. Like, dude, it's everything has to come together for it. I understand the average fan might not say it because people don't like seeing just dominant pitching. They want to see runs.
Yeah, I
they
want to
wanna
watch
see home
grand
runs. I get it.
slams, bro.
But like for me, I rank this as shit that makes me jump out of my goddamn seat. That I'm like, fuck yeah. Number 1,
if you could watch,
fucking no.
if you could watch 100 no hitters,
I
a
could.
row.
I
If you
enjoy
could,
pitching.
would you rather watch 100 no hitters in a row or that Trey Turner grand slam from the other night 100 times? Because I would take the Trey Turner grand slam every single time.
I mean, it was beautiful, but no. Number 2, I am also going walk off. Like big boy ding dong, good night, shut off the lights, let's fucking go home. The crowd erupts, like especially if it's a 2-run and you're down 1. That walk off bomb, and it just like you were down to your last out. Now you fucking dude, you explode every time there's a walk off home run. It's fucking money. Number 3, grand slam, dude. When bases are chalked and your boy just goes bomb on that ball,
Yes.
dude, is just almost nothing
That's
like
the
it.
best.
I'm going to switch with Robert here. I'm going to go stealing home 4. It never happens. If a dude steals home, you see the highlight. He doesn't. Is he gonna? Dude, you fucking lose your mind for a steal home. It's fucking amazing. It's like a goddamn unicorn. You never get to see it. And then 5, I'm gonna go. And don't get me wrong. This is. I feel like I have to say this every time for my rankings. Number 5. And inside the park home run is remarkably electric. It is like, dude, that Altuve one. Remember when we got to relive it like 3 weeks ago? Because we're like, look, this is how many inside the park home runs Jose Altuve hit between 2 pitches from I forget who the fuck it was when that video went viral and he hit the inside the park home run. I think it was like 13 times he rounded the bases before he got there. Yeah, those are fucking electric. But I just everything on that list is more electric.
Well,
Like
I'd
it's
like to see
like
everybody else's power rankings list too.
yeah,
Hit us up.
dude, it's a no, baby.
I just don't care as much.
You're not a pitching guy. That's what I
Not a
understand.
pitching guy.
It's one of the
I wanna
problems
see
that
dingers,
Major League
bro.
Baseball faces. That's when people say it's too slow. Dominant pitching will make somebody think it's slow because like, well, nothing's happening. No, nothing's not happening. You're watching something
I just
fucking
want to see
amazing on the mound.
dingers, bro. Dingers.
Like, dude, one of my favorite highlights of all time was that 20 strikeout game for Kerry Wood. Go back and watch the highlights. The ungodly breaking shit. His slider is just going straight and then exploding to the fucking side, making Bagwell and all of the Astros look ridiculous at the plate. They've got no idea where the ball's going. His fastball's running 7 fucking inches. That's amazing to watch to me. When people don't enjoy that, I don't understand it. Like watching that 21-year-old Japanese pitcher, was it 2 days ago? His shit was electric. Watching Shohei last night, even though it was against America, how are you going to throw 101 miles an hour, throw an 89 mile an hour splitter and an 87 slider that breaks 12 inches? It's like, it's ungodly to even think about how anybody has the ability to hit that. It's beautiful to watch. Fuck soccer being the beautiful game. Baseball's the beautiful game. Because they don't, every time they collide with somebody, they don't fucking bitch and moan and roll on the ground for 14 minutes, then just stand up and sprint down the field. Welcome to my TED Talk.
They do get upset about like bat flips and shit like that.
Oh yeah, we're pussies for other reasons. I'll admit it.
They got their things.
I have turned on the bat. Hey, I'm all in favor of the bat flip. I'm also in favor of you wearing one between the numbers on the next one. You can do it, have all the fun you want, but if you show up a pitcher, expect to be hit. I mean, you're getting a free base out of it. Be happy with the result.
That was a good power rankings, Mundo.
That was great.
B on Twitter. Keep them coming. Keep the power rankings coming, gang. Next one is from Texas Cat Daddy, aka Brandon Davis. He's at a stream of cream on Twitter, and Brandon says, "Is every shadow naked?"
Nah, dude. Because some shadows you can see your sleeve.
Mhm.
I was about to say, yeah, there's definitely times that you could have if you have baggy pants on, you can see that. So they definitely are not. If you're wearing a jacket, I can see that jacket on the fucking shadow.
Here's an easy way. If you turn sideways and you can't see the shadow of your whole cock, your shadow's not naked. Like if your dick isn't just hanging out and it has its own shadow. No, there's just maybe a bulge there. Maybe not. Maybe it's a cold day.
It's a GP.
Maybe you're...
So yeah, I would agree. I think we're all in agreement that they are not all naked. Some of them are, but not all of them.
I mean, especially
don't see that dick shadow. Then you
the most famous shadow of all time, Peter Pan. Peter Pan's shadow obviously still had the shorts and the feathered hat and all of that on. You can see that part of the shadow.
I would have said the most important shadow of all time is the Valley of the Shadow of Death.
I
Bible.
Would put that
Ever heard of it?
I would put that 3 behind Peter Pan's shadow and Shadow from Sonic the Hedgehog.
No,
Shadow was a dope ass character.
Then I would put Shadow.
Oh no! Sorry,
Homeward Bound. Shadow.
Yeah, I was
gonna say
Shadow
first.
from Homeward Bound is 1. Shadow is
right.
actually 4 behind the Valley of the Shadow of Death.
Shadow
the Hedgehog
is second.
But Shadow from Homeward Bound is 1.
1. Yeah. Okay. Fair.
I would love to name my dog that, but you can't name a dog after a great dog. How are they supposed to live up to it? Look, the fucking animal that's my sister's that I hate more than anything in the world. His name is Smokey. You know what he was named after? The greatest goddamn German Shepherd that ever lived, Smokey, that we had when I was a baby up in Rhode Island. It was a great dog. She named the worst dog ever after the great dog taints the name.
Yeah, fair point. What was that we just did? The Shadow one, right?
Yeah.
Shadow's not naked. Always. Next question from Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston on Twitter. Danielle says, "What is the limit on drive-through orders? This jackass in front of me got 9 drinks and 4 special extra toasted bagels at Starbucks through the drive-through." I think he was probably ordering for the office, but I do agree, in the drive-through, that's kind of an asshole move because the drive-through is supposed to be get in, get out, boom, boom, boom. It's got to be quick. I get that, there are also people that have orders they got to go do, but you got to go in for those. You're holding the people that are trying to get in and out. I think I was trying to think about it, but at Starbucks, I feel 4 for a single person. 4 seems like the number because when they give you those little drink caddies that you can carry, they give you it's a 4-banger. So you get one of those, it's oh, okay. Once you start having to have multiple ones of those and they don't fit in the seat, then you got to start doing a whole balancing thing. That's a pain in the ass. But when you get behind somebody, and I've gotten behind that at Whataburger before, where it's just did you order the whole goddamn restaurant? What is wrong with you? They go inside to do that.
Yeah, I would say nowadays you got to pre-order that shit. You got to order that through the app. So when you go through the drive-through, it's just ready for you. Don't get up to the window and be like, hey, sorry, this is going to be a large order. Get your ass out then. We got 9.
Yeah, just come on in.
Here's your second mistake. Starbucks is ass. Their coffee sucks and their food is way overpriced. Go to any other coffee place you get. Now I understand there's a Starbucks fucking everywhere. It's a convenience thing. You just need coffee in the morning, whatever it is. I would highly encourage you to use any other place. Dunkin's are starting to pop up. Dunkin's far superior. But Starbucks coffee, if you just get black coffee, Starbucks sucks. It does not taste good. Don't do that.
I don't know. I just drink K cups is what I drink.
8 cups?
I drink K cups, the little fucking
Oh,
Keurigs.
yeah, I mean, that's what I do as well.
That's what I drink.
I'm saying, but every time I try Starbucks again, I'm like, let me give it another shot. I have the first sip and I go, yeah, this still sucks ass.
I mean, to me, it's like I don't want to enjoy coffee, so I just don't. So it's like if you give me black coffee from anywhere, I'll just drink the black coffee. There's some that are better than others, and
IHOP black coffee hits different.
Don't remember the last time I had IHOP black coffee.
Oh, but when you have it at IHOP, you're like, I need this, and they're going to refill it 47 times because they give you the smallest cup in the world.
Yeah, that is a weird move.
But there's something about it.
Good service, but it's like you gave me a shot glass.
But also, you never have to wait long. They always come around a lot
That's
with
true.
that coffee, so you're not waiting. But
that's true.
That sucks. If large orders need to be pre-ordered through the app.
Like, what do you think for one person? You go into the drive-through, Robert. What do you think is like acceptable for? Hey, this is an okay order.
I think normally I would say like 4 things. Like if you're getting, I could see you like going to drive through and getting a family of 4 some stuff.
Right. And it's like, it sucks if you're the only guy doing that because it looks like you're just trying to like hog the whole line. But like also there's times where you got to go in and it's like, if it's for the same thing, they should be able to make them pretty quickly. But that does suck when you get stuck behind somebody like that.
This is,
I think 4 is a solid number, especially with like drinks and everything. More than 4 drinks, like 4 meals that require drinks. If you can't have the 4 banger, that's too much. And then again, like just not saying you shouldn't order, just don't do it in the fucking drive-thru. There should be a shot clock on drive-thrus and ATMs. I've always fucking said that shit where it's like start at the timer. I don't know what the timer is, but if like from the second, like, all right, what's your order? Like you get a minute and a half. You get a minute and a half, and it's like, oh, can I have a second? Like you get a second, but like your timer's already started. I'm ready to go. What's your order? And like, we were just thinking, what if we got these? What if we got? Because so many of the restaurants now have like the 2 fucking menus. It used to be you only got the menu when you pulled up, but now like a lot of them have the menu.
Bro, so many of them don't. So many of them don't know. I feel like I did it today when I got Wendy's. They didn't have that first one, so I had to pull up to the speaker and they go, how can we help you? And I go, I need a minute because I haven't seen your menu.
But when you get a minute, you're looking at the menu at that point. So you go, okay.
But there's 30 things on there.
This.
I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want the dollar menu. I don't know if I want a number 2, a number 6, a number 4, whatever the fuck it is. You should be able to
decide in 90 seconds.
Oh, yes. Don't get me wrong. I did. But also.
No, but I'm saying like, if you're not, you got to go to the back of the line. I think that's a fair rule.
Give me the menu before the speaker box so I can see it, know what I want, walk up, and he goes, what do you want? I tell him, and I move forward. Instead of me having to sit there for 45 seconds deciding what I want. It should be illegal to not have the first menu before the speaker box menu.
But 4 is a good number. I think we settle at 4. That's fair.
Yeah.
After
Also,
that, go to the fucking side.
Also, I think it would be a funny idea if we could convince a Starbucks to let me work the drive-thru one day and we just film it and watch how mad I get by the second order. Because someone's just like, yeah, can I get a venti coffee, cream, sugar, 1 pump espresso, 1 pump caramel, 3 pump. I'd be like, no. I'll right away. I'd lose my fucking mind. I'd be like, you get black coffee. Stop it.
It's wild to me that people know like how many pumps of everything they get in there when it's like you don't even make, like if you make your drink, then I get that you would know that. But it's like somebody either had to like tell you that, you saw it online and you went with that, or just like your barista one day, like you watched everything and it's like 2 pumps of vanilla, 1 pump of this, the other pump of this, and then no milk, but this, I want this steamed. And it's like, bitch, just fucking drink the coffee. Like, just give me black coffee. Give me black coffee. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to drink it.
Light foam, but extra whipped cream. I think here's what's going to happen. I'm going to make you a sugar-filled iced coffee. You're going to get the fuck out because that's all you want. You just want lots and lots of sugar in your coffee. If your coffee order is more than 3 lines, you're an asshole. And I know I just called 90% of coffee drinkers assholes. You're a fucking asshole.
I just don't believe
want
that like you're gonna
coffee.
know this was 3 pumps of vanilla and not 2 pumps of vanilla. And it's like you can drink it every day and yeah, maybe get used to that or whatever. But like I feel like if you got 1 pump of vanilla and weren't watching, you'd probably be okay.
You got either iced coffee or hot coffee. That's line number 1. Cream and sugar. That should be like the longest you're fucking cream and sugar.
I just think people take coffee
only
too
sugar,
seriously
only cream.
sometimes. And like
Dude,
if that's what you're into, you're allowed to be into that. But just to me, it's like hey, I don't want to take this too serious. And it's like this is what wakes me up in the morning. I don't need to make it a fucking cocktail. I don't need to like just pour it for me. Like if you can't, like, that's why I like just give me a black coffee. And it's like, here you go. Done.
My bartender told me last night when we were talking about that fucking crazy guy that was in there about how on Wednesday, a couple ladies had finished their dinner or lunch, whatever the fuck it was. Part of their party left. They go to the bar and they all order. The lady's like, I want a pumpkin spice latte. And we're like, well, we don't. Oh, pumpkin spice latte with almond milk. And we're like, well, we don't have almond milk. And like, we don't really we've got some pumpkin syrup we can throw in and kind of like mock it up. And one lady wanted that. One wanted a regular. One wanted one light foam, but one wanted the heavier foam. But when she saw the light foam, she wanted light foam. But then when she got it, she wanted more foam on the side. But then the foam wasn't hot enough. And my bartender was
foam.
like,
You drink it. Just
she was like,
don't worry about the foam.
She was like, I wanted to look at these ladies so bad and be like, listen, cunts. You see over there? That's a machine. That I press a button and it makes the coffee. We're not fucking Starbucks. We're a restaurant with a fucking coffee machine.
Where's your frother?
Quit. And they got pissy about it. They were like, this is ridiculous. You don't have enough options. I'm going to talk to Jonathan about this. Like, bitch, we don't carry oat milk. We're a fucking restaurant.
Yeah, he'll tell you we're not a coffee shop.
We have a $13,000 coffee machine. And you think it doesn't do enough? I'm not joking. This coffee machine is $13,000. Espressos, fucking Americanos, lattes, cappuccinos, can make it not macchiato. It's got the fucking steamer on the side. We had to tell these ladies, like, well, I want my foam hotter. Our GM had to go over and go, listen, ladies, it will make it to a certain temperature. And when it gets so hot, the machine goes, no hotter. Like it will not make it any hotter. And these ladies were bitchy as shit about it, about our lack of coffee options. I want to be, ma'am, exit the building, hit the U-turn. There's a Starbucks 650 feet from us.
Yeah.
Go get your fucking coffee there.
Just don't take coffee too seriously.
Especially at a restaurant. They have what they have. They don't what they don't. It's not a fucking coffee shop.
I think like the over the top coffee people like that like are gonna call you out on all that shit. That's another power trip that a lot of people like to take. And it's like something
I asked 2 pumps of caramel. You gave me 2 pumps of hazelnut.
It's something you think you have control of. So it's like, oh, I can get mad that somebody didn't make this the way that I asked for it because I have control over that. And it's like, yeah, all right, hey, sorry, the frother wasn't working great today. I'm like, I don't know, what do you want? Do you want milk with it? Do you want more milk? It's good. It's all kind of the same shit.
People just aren't fearful of people handling their food anymore, and it's a problem.
Yeah. Because now everybody's just they can like post if you're spitting.
The fact that you think you can be an absolute dickhead to people that handle your food and there's no repercussions, because largely there isn't, and there shouldn't be. Like people should not spit in food. But if you're a fucking cunt, you deserve to have your food spit into.
Yeah,
I firmly believe that I would never, guys. I worked at a restaurant. I would never fuck with somebody's food. I just wouldn't. But I think you deserve it. I can believe both of those things at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you, if you're a cunt to people that handle your food, you deserve food poisoning. Like that, like so bad that it puts you in the hospital.
All right, now we're getting a little out there with it, but
just
moving
don't be
on.
Let's cunt to people.
4 items, Danielle. 4 items in the drive-through. If you have more, go inside.
Can you tell I had a little bit of a worked up week?
And don't bitch about your coffee, guys. Final question this week from Alexis Garcia at Alexis Texas _. We hadn't heard from her in a couple of weeks. We got 2 versions of her. We got the answers and the not cool version of her this week. She says, "Is it weird for people to casually ask how much money you make, or is that normal now?"
Well, there's two sides of this coin. There's the side where people are like,
no, it's as simple as it's weird. It's weird.
No,
it's
don't
weird to me to ask, like when somebody asks.
100%.
I don't think it should be weird to discuss it with like other employees, but like it is weird when anybody like, yo, dude, like, how much are you? Like, even if it's like a coworker, like, and like you don't feel weird that they're asking you just feel weird anyways. The conversation is awkward to have, no matter who it's with or what. Like look, like us paying Robert $700,000 a year, like we could, like people have asked me, like, how much do you pay Robert? It's $700,000 a year. But like,
how do you think he affords those plants?
How do you think he has so many plants?
They're about it.
Thousands of dollars. But like, yeah, that's awkward as fuck. But like, it is weird when people ask me that.
It's super weird. It's super, super fucking weird. But I
think it's weird. There's instances where it's like it's a coworker, like, hey, do you think we should get like, if you're talking about a raise or some shit like that with a coworker, just trying to kind of see where you stand, you got to be tight with that person. And then
talk percentages. Don't talk numbers. I want to get a 5% raise. I want to get a 10%. Don't talk, I make X. I want to make X because they might make Y. And they're like, well, what the fuck? I've been here longer.
But no matter what it is, it always feels like whoever is asking you is like judging you based on if they make more or less than that. They're like, wow, he's doing better than me, or fuck this guy. Look, I'm doing better than this guy. And it's like, no matter what the answer is going to be, it feels like it's a judgy reaction, whether it's good judgment or bad judgment. And it's like, but yeah, no, I think it's weird. I think it's more normal that people ask like what you make. People love bragging about how much they make. Like, bro, if you're making not making 750 grand a year or more, like your girl should leave you, bro. Like, I'll tell you, all you got to do is sell your house, fucking invest in crypto. I wake up 2 a.m. every morning. I eat 2 raw eggs. Then I fucking go, I swim 75 laps in the pool. Then I go, I lift, I do all this, and I'm trading by noon.
Yeah, I had a trust fund where I inherited $74 million at 18, but I would have made that money regardless because of my grind.
Because I have the hustle mindset, all right?
No.
While you're sleeping, I was up doing cocaine and trying to turn my dad's money into more money.
At 18, I was day trading and I bought my own house. What were you doing? Bitch, I worked at Foot Locker because I had to have money.
I don't remember which one this is, but hopefully it's the one that I'm thinking about.
If she can outspend your income, you're the one not making enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that was ridiculous. What I was going to say,
income, you're not making enough, fellas.
What I was going to say is I understand why people say employees should discuss incomes so that management can't just be like fucking people over on it. But here's also the thing. Most employees shouldn't make the same amount. A lot of the time, some of you suck a fucking lot. Some of you are good. Now they talk about it in terms of this person's been working.
Well, yeah, I do
years.
more than you.
They're making
so
less than the person that just got hired. That's what they're talking about. I get it, but most of the time that's not the case. Most of the time, it's just, well, they're better than you. They make more money.
But then I also get the argument. It's like
they got hired 6 months ago. I've been here 8 years. Well, they know how to do Excel and Outlook and all this shit. You've been here 8 years. Yeah. You don't know how to work a fucking computer.
And when they're
you're lucky we're still paying you.
I understand like the argument of like, well, like, but like the company shouldn't just have everything in secret and everybody being scared so then they can fuck you over, like you were saying. Like, I get that argument, but I still think it's like it is like, even if that's like not wrong for some people to ask in certain situations, I still think it always feels weird. It's fucking.
And also, part of the reason this shit will be secret is because if it was all out in the open, you find out so and so got a raise, and you're like, well, I want a raise. This is gonna be the downfall of the restaurant, because then we're gonna have to be real honest, Mick. You're shitty at your fucking job.
Yeah.
But you do it just well enough for us to pay you what you do. And then everyone's gonna be pissed off at work because you have to tell every goddamn employee, like, well, why did they get a raise? I've been here longer. Well,
and that's what this conversation, that's what makes this whole, that's what makes that whole question or conversation weird, where you're like, no matter what, if I make more than this person and I tell them, then I'm going to be like, okay, then that also could cause them to go bitch about them making less money than I am, which could then cause this to happen, which then could also do this. Or you could be like, this motherfucker's making this, now I want to make that. And it's like, there's going to be some weird thing that happens no matter what the answer to this is. So yes, it is weird.
Yeah. And especially people that talk about it with if you and your bros aren't discussing finances by the time you're 24, your circle's wrong. No.
My bros are fucking idiots financially. I love them, but I'm
I
not
have
gonna
a-
fucking be like, bro, you wanna go day trade? No, he's not a day
I have
trader.
a vague idea
You're a
of
fucking
the areas, or like a ballpark number in which what my buddies make.
you're
Some
a personal
of them.
trainer, bro. You're not
I've
a
got a
fucking crypto
vague
expert.
idea.
I'm
I
not
don't
taking
need
your
to know.
crypto advice.
Yeah, guess what? I've known my friends for a long time. One
know
of
they
my
all can
friends,
pay
the
their
biggest
bills.
story we know about him is that he shit on a plate and left it at a fucking bus stop. I don't want money. And here's the fucked up thing: is he's still better with money than I am. But
You
I
shit
don't
on a
want
plate of
advice from
money,
these guys.
actually.
I've known my friends too long to want advice from them on any fucking subject. They're my friends. They're not a support group. Okay, like which sounds weird, but like that's like I don't go to my friends with my problems. I go to my friends with friendly shit. I like hanging out with them. They're some of like the 9 people in the world that I like. That's where they're my friends. I don't want to.
Have they been to your house?
Dude, bro, what do you do with your money?
Great question. Have they been to your house?
A few of them. I mean, most of them don't
Not all.
live in
Well,
Houston.
The real
they
friends have.
They live in Austin. Kind of hard for them
That's
to just
crazy.
pop
We
over.
live in Houston.
Yeah. I don't think I can do this anymore.
I literally have no problem with either of
made
you
Robert
coming
quit.
over. You're not
made
gonna
Robert
want to.
quit.
You'll come over once. You'll be like, I don't want to come
Wow.
over again. Pat's house is super
You
fucking
see what
messy.
you've done.
Yeah,
See what
dude.
you've done,
Alex, you want to
asshole.
come over for a fight? I've got 3. Dude, I have the optimal setup. Dude, come over for an NFL Sunday sometime. I have
Man.
so many TVs, but you're gonna walk in. Basically, my house looks like a college house. It's just fucking. There's shit everywhere, man. But I'm okay with that. I never grew out of needing to clean.
So it is weird. It is weird,
Yeah.
Alexis. And that
Robert, you're still not welcome.
is the end of our final. Robert has to do a package deal. If Robert can't go, I'm not going.
He will judge me.
That's why I'm taking him. Robert, what do you think of this? But
Yeah.
anyways,
Robert, you're not a good
Robert do
actor. I can see in your eyes you do not want to come to my
Robert
house.
should
I
do
know
a
you don't
cribs
want that.
tour of your house. Like Robert has to be the tour guide.
Robert didn't have
As he's
anything
discovering
going
where
on
everything
Saturday.
is.
He lied about that. All that really happened was Robert was like, wait, there's not going to be a podcast. So Pat might actually
I'm
talk
out.
to me for longer.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I'm out.
You texted me at one point.
Yeah, I told people, oh, fuck, I forgot about that. I was going to start texting Robert, I love you every day. That's what that was going to be, Robert.
That bit
And
worked.
and actually, everyone got a good laugh out of it. I texted Robert, I love you. And he texted me, you're drunk. And I said, you're beautiful. Actually, at that point, I wasn't drunk. Alex was. Alex was
I was
very
drunk.
by then. But yeah,
had
that
been
was
there
supposed to
earlier.
be a thing where I just text you, I love you every day. And then like after a week, I would screenshot all the replies and post it. And yeah, shocking that I forgot about that after 45 minutes.
Yep. Well, guys, at Pass Great Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. If you'd like to submit a question for us, I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Also, check out Robert's podcast. A recent study suggests talking vasectomies and March Madness this week.
I just
So-
realized the acronym for your podcast is ARSE.
Yep. Arse. Listen to some arse. You can listen to it wherever you're listening to this podcast. Go listen to it for free. Dope show. Promise you will not be disappointed. At A Recent Study Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Go like their Facebook page as well. Go like our Facebook page also. Pass a Great Podcast. Again, please. We are in like Facebook fucking purgatory where like we're getting 3 engagements each thing. Just go to search, like look at the Pass the Great Podcast thing and like make sure you're following us on Facebook, and then just like a couple of our posts, please. It would really help us out. Really help us out. If you don't share it, at least like it and help us get those numbies back up so then we can get some post reach. We're in like a battle with Facebook right now, and it's not going great. I'm at Alex J. Middleton, and
You Zuckerberg.
right? But if you like talk shit, then he's gonna hear it and he's gonna like not help you anymore. So like I don't fucking know how to play this game. But yeah. At Pass Great Pod, please give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you're listening to podcasts. If you're listening, go and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Send me a screenshot, and we'll give you something that we might be releasing in our merch store pretty soon. We're going to pick a random person to do that too. Screenshot it, send it to at Pass Great Pod. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers on our YouTube channel. And then we'll do another giveaway when we do that one too. But just Pass the Gravy Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to that. Make sure you're subscribed to the podcast. Have a great rest of your week. Be good to one another. Until we talk to you next time. Pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches!
Shawty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor next thing.